KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's good, man? What's up, y'all? It's time for the tournament. We got the TKO World Series of debates starting in 10 minutes. Let's see who gonna get to this $850 grand prize. Let me turn on my camera one time, man. We excited to be here. It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Please smash the like button as you come in the building, man. Let's talk some boxing today. Let's see who we got in the building. We got Teach up in this thing. Teach says, I hope this series goes without delay and the debaters are punctual. I ain't pulling nobody teeth out, Teach. If they don't show, whoever don't show up, the next one move on. We gonna talk boxing. We gonna have a good time. I'm not pulling nobody teeth to try to give them $850. Y'all all know the bracket been up for a long ass time. And everybody done got their topics and got they schedule a week ago. So it is what it is. Ray Patterson, what's good with you? iKarma, Skills from New Orleans, Dre's Finest in the building. Who we got? We got Daniel Phillips, Daryl Deloach, Byron Bradley, Gertz in the building. Edgar Chavez, what's good with you, Edgar? We got Cisco D, what's popping with you? Ronnie Bravo, Young Murder, Cutman, Cash Crypto, Georgia Peach, Denise. Dominic in the building. RS Cooper done slid up in here. KQ, what's up with you? OG KQKC. I just sent it to your email. You should have it on your email, good brother. We got Kevin in the building. We got Read at Work in the building. We got Philly Bull in the building. What's good with you, Philly Bull? ATX Slab Life Cletus, aka Big Texas in this bit. What up, bro? Jerome King, what's happening with you? Who else we got? We got Eric Bowden in the building. We got William Old School in the building, and we got Emmanuel Pettigrew, and we got Speaks in the building. Oh, KingG, there you go. I sent it to your link, bro. I sent it to your email, but I'll drop it here for you if you need it. No worries, bro. No issues. I got you, though. I got you. Give me, hold on. Let me do it like this. I'm just going to pin it here so in case people come in and they ain't check their emails. There you go. It started in about 10 minutes, though, KingG. If anybody know Frank D, tell him 7 o'clock. His opponent is here. KingG ready to rock. He ready to go, man. So, Frank D, where you at? My judges will be here. My moderator will be here. Everybody will be here in a minute. There go the link right there. It's only for people participating in the debates, man. Just do what's popping with you. What's good with you. It's only for people that are here for their time. We got a debate at 7. We got a debate at 7:45. We got a debate at 8:30. We got a debate at 9:15. And we got our last debate at 10 o'clock. We getting through the first round in 1 week. I'm getting through the second round and the quarterfinals next week. And then we going to have the semi. Matter of fact, I think I'm getting through it faster than that. Hold up. Yeah. The final. Oh, yeah. We getting through shit. Never mind. We getting through the quarterfinals in round 2. We getting through that shit all next week. So we will have the semifinals decided by next week. Christopher Chris, what up, bro? Terry W, what's popping with you? What's good with you? Look, man, it's like this, bro. Somebody asked me about the Devin Haney fight. I got a few minutes. I'll cook on that real quick before we get started, right? King Styles, what up? I'm listening to people. You know what I mean? I'm hearing people, and it's such a passionate topic, and it's so crazy to just hear so many different sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Everything from Lomachenko was robbed, and KQ and I talked about this last night, but it's just crazy, bro. Everything from Lomachenko was robbed by the judges, all the way to Devin Haney won clearly 9-3, and bro, I'm listening to y'all, and I'm watching the comments and shit, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like people really are emotionally invested in these fights, bro. That's crazy to me. I'm emotionally invested in the sport of boxing. You'll see me get passionate about shit they got to do with the overall sport being better, like rehydration clauses, A-sides being able to tell you everything to do just because they're more popular than you, sanctioning body corruptions and the watering down of the belts and shit like that. But the outcome of the fight, bro, I'm just happy to see the goddamn fight. Let me see. Sir Ambo said those who picked Loma stuck a little bit. Not true though, because I'm not stuck. I picked Loma. I thought he would win the fight. I thought he fought very well. It could have went to him, you know what I mean? But Devin Haney got the nod. I scored it 6-6. I thought it was a very close fight. I thought Devin maybe edged the first 5 rounds. Thought he did good enough to edge the first 5 rounds. I thought the middle rounds were extremely close. I thought Loma took over the back half of the fight. And then I thought Devin came back and rallied back and was able to win the 12th round, bro. Matter of fact, I can give you I got my scorecard. Yeah, after 5 rounds, I had it 3-2 to Devin. I gave Devin round 1, round 2, and round 5. And I gave Devin round 7 and round 8. I gave Loma round 3, round 4, round 6, round 9, 10, and 11. I scored it 6-6. Shit. If you tell me you got Devin 7-5, who am I to argue with you? Hell, the rounds was clean rounds. Maybe you prefer the body work that Devin was doing, and I just happened to catch the left hands in the work up top that Loma was doing, and I liked his effective aggression. In certain rounds that you might have liked the counter punching of Devin Haney, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it was a robbery. I thought it was a close ass fight. I thought both fighters fought well. And if you want me to keep it all the way 100 with you, I'll go this far. I think so. For me to list right now, Tank and Devin is the fight I want above all other fights. It's the fight I want above all other fights. And then shit, if y'all want to, a lot of people like to compare, like I said on my short, a lot of y'all like to compare Devin to Floyd. I don't see the comparison, but here's one comparison he could do. Here's one thing he could do. People thought Floyd lost to Jose Luis Castillo. He rematched his ass. People thought Floyd lost to Marcos Maidana. He rematched his ass. So, if everybody feels some type of way about it, I think I prefer. So I'd rather Devin Tank, Devin Loma, and then Devin Shakur. That's my order of the fights that I want to be 100% real with y'all. I shit. Go do them so they can't talk shit. Yeah, KD, I told y'all boys that shit was gonna be close. Y'all was crazy talking about Devin just gonna run through Loma and do. Man, look, that Ukrainian dude can fight, And he still got a lot in the tank. He proved that shit. But Devin proved that he belonged, and he up there, and he ain't going nowhere. He a very good boxer, bro. G Parker, what up? What's good with you? All right, it's 6:58, man. Look, I need people that's gonna be in the debate and shit. I need y'all to start coming up. I need y'all to start coming up. We got to be on time. We got to get it going, baby. I got to get it going because I'm doing back to back to back like Drake. You know what I mean? We got to be on time with it. I need my debaters. I need my judges. I need my moderator. I need everybody to start hitting the link, man, so we can start getting this shit, going. Now, let me give y'all the rules just in case everybody forgot or some shit. 5-minute rounds, 2-minute rebuttals. Everybody got the topic. I'm the only one that know the questions. Don't nobody know the questions, all right? No talking over each other. When it's your turn, it's your turn. When it's the other person's turn, it's the other person's turn. I will be judging, and I have the last say so. Because ain't nobody messing with my integrity around this motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and act as if, you know what I'm saying, I'm above board. So let me let y'all know, because I said this shit in videos. I put this on the community page. I let everybody know when I announced this goddamn tournament, bro. Even if the two judges agree, if I think they on some bullshit, if I think that the other person clearly won the round, I veto that shit. I can tell I get the deciding factor. And I will vote last for every round of every matchup. You know what I'm talking about? So if they disagree, I'll be the tiebreaker. I'm putting that pressure on myself. I'm putting that on me so that I can make sure that everything is above board. Now, KingG the Boxologist is here. KQKC is back there. Frank D, you got till 7:07, bro. I'm gonna give you 7 minutes. If you do not show up, bro, if you don't show up, KingG the Boxologist will move on to the next round. But he is here. He is backstage. He is ready to go. Okay? KQKC is ready to moderate. KingG already calling you a duck. So I need my bro. If anybody know Frank D, you got 7 minutes, bro. You got 7 minutes, because I got another debate going at 7:45, and I'm not finna be sitting around here waiting on everybody and all that. KingG is going at you in the chat right now, good brother. Anybody know Frank D? Anybody see him in any chats? Anybody see him anywhere? Y'all let him know it's time. Everybody had this shit since last week, and nobody's time is more important than the next man's. Boxologist got the same bracket that he got, and he know his topic. He came here, he showed up on time. So I need my good brother Frank D to go ahead and pull up. T say they need to be cordial, yeah, punctual, yeah, man. Yeah, Christopher Chris say he ducking my boy. I don't know. Best dad ever. What's up with it, bro? I got plenty of boxing to talk about, so I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? This shit gonna happen when you got 30-something people in the tournament and shit, Shout out to the Boxologist for being on time and being ready to go. But you now got 6 minutes. Boxiana, what's good? What's good, Boxiana? I see you in the building. I hope you ready now. All right. Boxiana, your debate is on. What's May 25th? Is that Thursday? Yeah, that's Thursday. You Thursday at 7:45. My judge G5 is here. My judge G5 is here. I got G5 here. I got KQKC here. I'm here. BF about to be here, and we just waiting on Frank D. I want Tank to knock the meat out of Haney. I don't know about that one, bro. That don't sound right. Rightside is here. Rightside early for his 7:45 joint. And we know True Speed's gonna be here. Say, we got any bets out there? He pulling a Bud Crawford. He said he want more money to debate. Come on, bro. And we ain't got no Bud Crawford topic. See, I'm so goddamn fair. I know I'm judging, so you can ask the debaters that got the bracket and shit. Ain't no Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford topics around this motherfucker. Okay. Ain't no Javante Tank Davis topics around this motherfucker. I already know what y'all would do. Y'all try to say that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, cheat or something. So I made sure that I ain't got nothing but objectivity for y'all ass, bro. Cause I could have easily, and come to think about it, bro. It was a breath of fresh air to not have Bumpy Thompson. What up? It was a breath of fresh air to not have those topics in the tournament, bro. It's so much other boxing we could talk about, bro. He said, "Where my food?" I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have you up and declare you the winner and tell you what's next for you. Know, if we got 4 more minutes, bro. It ain't your fault, man. You here, dog? You here, bro? I can't even. Let me wrench you up too. Let me get you wrenched up, bro. Yeah, you here? Shit. You said you were coming. You sent the email. You followed the instructions. This ain't on you. Frank D gonna come in the chat like, man, what happened? I thought it. Nah, bro. You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes. Rightside here. He looking for true speech. They got each other number. I know they both gonna be here for 7:45. He said, I can't. Don't worry. Hey, if you don't catch this one, you'll have an opportunity. Hey, you one step closer to the money, man. Don't even worry about it, dog. Don't even worry about it. You one step closer to the money. If you don't catch this one, you can catch the next one. Oh, yeah. See, true speaks here. See, everybody else got it, Frank D. I don't know, Frank. My brother Frank. I don't know, bro. You told me you were ready now. 7:04. You got 3 minutes, bro. What up with it, Cash Sports? I see you, bro. Oh, there you go. Hey, Frank D, by the skin of his teeth in this motherfucker, man. God damn, Frank D, you cutting it close, brother. All right, we got Frank D back there. Let me hit my other judge up, bro, and tell him to come on. Then I have everybody up and we'll get this shit popping. Frank D say, no, Boxologist, you gonna have to work for this shit. He back here, man. He back here. Let me hit up my other judge and we're gonna get this shit started. We're gonna get this shit started, man. Yeah. He gonna be here in a minute. So let me bring everybody up. You know what I'm saying? T say too close for comfort. We got enough time. Next one don't start till 7:45. 45 minutes for a debate that only got 5-minute rounds. We should be good, bro. We should be good. We run a little late, but we gonna get it popped. All right, round 1. Smash my damn like button. We got 105 people in here. You know what I mean? With 67 likes around this motherfucker. I need the likes up over 100. The first annual TKO World Series of Debate Tournament. The road to $850 starts now. In case you worried about it, just ask everybody that had bets on the Loma and Devin Haney shit. Ask them how good I am with the bread. They got their bread the moment that fight was over. So I'm holding the prize money just like I was holding that bread. So as Truth Speaks, go holler at Keon. Ask Keon. Holler at my brother Kwame from Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. Ask all of them. Everybody gonna get their money on time, bro. I got you, Rightside. No issue. I'm gonna do a short on it or maybe a video or something. I ain't got time to do it tonight. They'll let you know that we on time with the payment, bro. So again, as I bring up the debaters and I bring up the people participating in shit, you will get your money on time, bro. The moment you win 3rd place, you get 200. The moment you get 2nd place, you're gonna get 300. The moment you get 1st place, you're gonna get 850. I just ask that you have a Cash App account. That's the easiest way for me to send it to you. All right. But let's get everybody up here. Let me hold on. Give me 1 second. See if my bro still here. Let me bring up everybody real quick, and then I'm gonna make a phone call. All right, salute. Let me go to KQ, our moderator first. KQ, let everybody know what type of ship you running. I want to go to G5. G5, you got to be specific. Remember, the criteria is facts, delivery, and rebuttal. We judging off your facts that you bring, the way that you deliver your facts, and we judging off of how strong your rebuttal is. Did you kill the other person's argument with your rebuttal? I'm going to go to KQ first. KQ, let us know what type of ship you running, man. You know the rules. You done moderated a lot of these, man. Let the debaters know because it's their first time. Let them know what we doing and kind of, you know what I'm saying, how we going to run the ship, man.
All right. Well, okay. We're gonna change from 10-minute rounds to 5-minute rounds. We're gonna have a 2-minute rebuttal. Okay. Now, please, if you can control your emotions, no hand gestures. Trying to persuade the judges or the chat. Make sure you turn your camera off. Okay, that way no one can be persuaded by that. And of course, no interruptions. If you believe that the facts that your opponent is saying is not true, you can't interrupt. Okay, that's a no. And just hold your tongue till it's your time to go. So basically, that's it. And we're gonna flip a coin and see who's go first, and then you choose who you want to go first, you or your opponent. So, and that's how we're gonna play it. All right.
Already. G5, what's up with it, bro? Let everybody know what you're looking for. Everybody has the criteria, man, but just let them know how they can get your vote tonight, man.
Hey, man, answer the question, state facts, and come with it. You know what I'm saying? This for some money this time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The other debate series, we did people's doing it because they love to do it. This for some paper. So, hey, I expect everybody to have these big boy pants on. But stay on topic. Hey, when my man say stop on that timer, that means stop. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. It ain't nobody new like that, so we good. So let's run it.
All right. All right.
All right, let me go to Frank D. Frank D, what type of performance you putting on, bro, and what can we expect from you?
Man, I just heard there was money on the line, so that's music to my ears right there, man. It's my first debate. We got KingG, the boxologist. So he sounds like he the guy. His name say he the guy, so we gonna see. He already proclaimed himself.
All right, let me go to Boxologist. Boxologist, what type of performance you putting on, man?
And hey, listen, man, we trying to tap into Ultra Instinct one time, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to put that spirit bomb on that boy, blow him up, man, wrap him up, man, in the dust, man. We trying to chop him up like Trunks did Freezer, my dude. You know what I mean? Easy work, man. I'm ready. I was ready to go on to the next debate, man. He just a warm up, bro. He warm up.
You got that man a warm up.
Okay.
All right, y'all give me a minute. I got to make a phone call or whatever. I'll be right back.
All right. G5, what's going on? How everybody doing tonight? This evening?
What's going on, my OGKQ, man? I gotta make sure I get back. I've been catching your replays, man. My schedule changed up, man, so I can't be tapped in like I usually was, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, BL was over there cooking somebody. He forgot what time it was. He was cooking somebody. He be right here, man. As soon as he get here, we'll get started, bro. He coming, man. He was over there. He was over there going in
stomping mud holes.
Yeah, man. He was over there going in right now. And shout out to my brother Ali Point VTV with the $10 in the in Cash App. While we waiting on him, OG, go ahead and do the coin toss. So that way, when he get here, we right to it. Which one of y'all gonna call it in the air, man?
Hey, I got heads, man, because that's what I'm about to take, man.
All right, go ahead, flip it, OG.
All right, there you go. Okay, tails it is.
All right, Frank D, who you want to go first?
We'll let KingG go first.
All right, as soon as my other judge hit the background, I'm gonna give y'all the first question. And and both of y'all go ahead and confirm so everybody knows it's above board. KingG, have I given you any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Frank D, have I given you any questions?
Nah.
Already. All right. Let me go to BF. BF, let us know how you're judging. You know the criteria, facts, delivery, and rebuttal. How can they get your vote today, man?
That's it, bro. That's it. Listen, bro, if you don't know the answer, you better lie to me and make it good. Because other than that, bro, you're gonna call me the Simon Cowell of this motherfucker, bro. I'm not giving nobody no fluff. I'm not here to give nobody no pointers or nothing, bro. You either gonna impress me, you're gonna give me the truth, and we're gonna rock with it. And if you give me a lie, that shit better be good. Because if it ain't, you lost. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me the truth, you won off the rip. All right. But that's what's gonna get my shit. So y'all go ahead and have a good debate, and I'm listening.
Already. And for me, Listen, I'm a big counterpunch fan. If somebody got some facts, but your facts is stronger than your rebuttal, I'm going with the strongest motherfucking fact win, and I'm always working off of facts in the way that you deliver it. So I'm gonna put the question up here, and then you can read the question to KingG, OG, and then we'll get this thing started. So here's the first question. And again, nobody has the question but me. I just made it up right here on the spot. And this is what I want to know right here. Here's the question for round one. KQ, you can go ahead and do your thing, and we're going to be listening and judging.
All right, KingG. All right, who has the better resume? Now, who you talking about? Knockout.
So for everybody that knows, they're doing Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. KingG is repping for Beterbiev. Frank D is repping for Bivol. So KingG is about to tell us why Beterbiev has the better resume.
Okay, KingG, you got 5 minutes, baby. Go ahead and shoot your shot.
All right, man. So check it out. We gonna get it popping right off the rip, man. We ain't about to play no games, man. Clearly, Beterbiev got the better resume. We talking about 175. We gonna keep it at 175. We gonna keep the body of work at 175, man. We gonna understand first of all, the man beat 4 notable champions at 175 on his resume, man. His 5th fight, he got a champion on his resume, boy. And Tavares Cloud. First of all, we gotta understand Tavares Cloud was a champion. He beat guys like former champions like Glenn Johnson, who we know beat Roy Jones Jr. He beat other champions like Gabriel Capillo, who know we beat baby boy Shumanov. You know what I'm saying? So right there off his 5th fight, he's going in there against championship level competition, man. You know what I'm saying? We also know he beat Gravustic. Gravustic was another champion that Beterbiev beat, and the man was undefeated 17-0 when he beat him. And even to this day, how good of a champion Gravustic was, he still ain't lost another fight since he lost to Beterbiev. And he beat guys like Adonis Stevenson. He beat guys like Isaac Chilemba. And we know before Beterbiev and Bivol came on the scene, man, Stevenson was a dog. He also beat the common man, Joe Smith. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he beat him better than Bivol beat him. Stop that boy. You know what I'm saying? And we know Joe Smith was known for knocking out B-Hop in the ring, a former champion. We know him for beating Herrera. We know him for beating Jesse Hart. You know what I'm saying? So right out the gate, you know what I'm saying? He got 4 champions on his pedigree. He ain't even got 20 fights yet, man. Another guy where he beat elite competition in the when we talking about top contenders, man. That boy Yard got 23 wins with 22 knockouts, bro. You know what I'm saying? He stopped that boy. You know what I'm saying? Overcame adversity, came back and stopped that boy. Caleb Johnson's another contender that he beat. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to look at the man ain't had that many fights. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take consideration of who he beat. Caleb Johnson was another undefeated fighter, bro. Caleb Johnson still ain't lost another fight to this day. You know what I mean? Another guy he beat was Jeff Page, another undefeated guy. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Bivol's resume, he's just now getting fights, man. He just beat Ramirez, but who Ramirez really beat at 175? How good are we saying Ramirez is right now? Who Alvarez beat at 175 besides an old Kovalev? You know what I'm saying? And we know he took the lighter road in fighting Bivol. So we know he ain't coming in a division like he's a dog. Who Craig Richards beat? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know Craig Richards like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Gene Pascal, he fought him, he was old. You know what I'm saying? Chilemba Barrera, he fought them guys when they was a lot older, man. You know what I'm saying? Artur Beterbiev fights whoever and wants to put the top competition in his division on his resume, bro. And for him to capture 3 titles in the midst of doing it, that you can't tell me the man ain't fighting top opposition. Only one of them title was a vacant title. The other times he's fighting champions in the division. Now, how many champions is Bivol fighting in the division when he fought them? Bivol ain't got dogs that was champions in the division when he fought them, and it's not consecutive champions like that, bro. So you know what I'm saying? But Beterbiev, he clearly got the better resume. And he's clearly shining, styling, and profiling when he's giving people the absolute, you know what I'm saying, decision by KO and everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the resume. Fighting top champions and top contenders. Number one, because he got 3 belts, so obviously he got to fight the number 1 contender, East sanctioning bodies. He's fighting the top dudes, bro. Just like he was doing in the Olympics, man. No ducking. Bring him on, put him in the ring, and I'm stopping him. That's Beterbiev, bro. That's on this resume. He got names on this resume. They got names on their resume. So, you know, it's clearly your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if Bivol, how many yards Bivol got on his resume. You know what I'm saying? How many Gravustics he got on his resume? What was his first fight when he took on a former champion? You know what I'm saying? Viterbi as the dude, bro. You know, and I yield with that. Where I'm at. Can I keep
1 minute? 1 minute.
I got 1 minute. Now tell me how his only claim to fame is Canelo Alvarez, bro. And tell me what Canelo Alvarez did against elite opposition at 175. You know what I'm saying? Gravustic was elite opposition, undefeated, 175. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Johnson, elite opposition, undefeated, 175. Page, elite opposition, undefeated at 175. You know what I'm saying? Joe Smith Jr., title holder, 175. You know what I mean? Capello title holder, bro. He's doing his thing, bro. He clearly got the better resume, man. I yield with that, man.
All right. Man. Ooh, boy, coming out with fire. All right.
Now, he said I was on fire, man. I just went KO Ken times 10 on that boy, man. I'll yield.
Hey, real quick. If anybody dropping the super chats, I will read them in between debates, not in between rounds. I will be able to save them all. So I'm catching them. If you do drop them, just know I will read them in between rounds because we got to get to it. And go ahead, OG. We're going to the next one.
All right, King D.
Hold on, Frank. Frank D just hold on. Frank D come back. Frank D now. Frank D, maybe he had something, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna jump to conclusion. Frank D, come on back, good brother. It's your turn.
What was the first one name? What was your first one?
That's KingG. That's KingG, the boxologist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Frank D.
KingG, I know you didn't do them like that.
More research, man. I know you more research.
I know you
Frank D.
I know you didn't just do it.
Hey, give me a 10 count, man. Give me a 10 count.
Frank D.
He pulled that the be in Israel.
Nah, bro.
Frank D.
Yeah, he did. Shoot, left in mid debate. Couldn't even finish that joint. Nah, my phone died.
Nah, bro, man, he had some technical difficulty, man. Hold on.
I was like, don't tell me that.
Frank D, come back, bro. Do not go out like that. You do not want to be a meme in the first ever debate on the first ever tournament in TKO world. Hey, this shit starting
wow. Wow, bruh. VF, give me that wow you be doing, bro. Oh man. God damn. Oh, hey,
wow.
Hey,
real shit. You got till 7. You got till 7:25, bro. 7:25 p.m. I'm calling KingG the winner by knockout round this month.
I know this didn't just happen, though.
Hey, we're gonna give him 4 minutes. Hey, we're gonna give him 4 minutes. Maybe his phone died, bro. Maybe we're gonna give him 4 minutes, bro. He got till 7:25. Frank D, bro.
Dog.
I broke that boy's scouter. I broke his scouter.
Dog. Who that boy that walked up the ring on FA Jock with, dog? Yo, man, what the fuck, dog?
Smash the goddamn light.
BL, bro. Why you was stomping the mud hole?
You attract some real dogs, KingG. Man, a real dog around this motherfucker, man.
Hey, while BL was stomping mud holes in people, KingG told him straight up, BL. He said, "Hey, he my warm up. I'm finna hit him with the spirit bomb in this bitch."
Yo, I'm saying,
get up, Craig. Get up, Craig.
I know this did just happen. Hold up, bro. Hold up. So you knew this was coming like at least 2 weeks out. You knew this was,
we gave out the topics 2 Fridays ago. Yep.
So 2 weeks out.
Like this. It's a reason he asked me to go first.
Wow.
He said, "Let me test your power level." And he realized, nigga, I'm Goku. He's still Krillin, man. That's what happened, man.
You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes, man. Hopefully, it's just a motherfucking.
Man, somebody gonna give him some sensu beans, man.
I can't. If this is the level of I can't wait to debate the winner of this goddamn tournament.
I know this ain't happened, dog.
This shit crazy.
when there's money on the line, you know, a lot of people be
No.
ready to come with it, you know.
Motherfucker gonna turn up on your ass with
But
that bread on the line, bro.
hey, but he started talking. He said I had to get her money on the line, and then he went Casper the Ghost.
I know this didn't just happen.
I'm about to update my bracket in 2 minutes. I got that bitch pulled up right here. I'm about to advance KingG in 2 minutes.
Wow.
Damn,
bro.
boy.
Smash my goddamn like button, bro.
He hit that boy with a wilder punch.
Smash it for the boxologist around this motherfucker, man.
Wow.
God damn, man.
Wow.
Man, that man just got spilled.
This right here, this is embarrassing, bro.
Hey man, I yield the next 2 rounds.
God. God damn. God damn. God damn.
That nigga said I yield
the next 2 rounds.
Yo.
Hey, he came out cooking on that resume. Hey, Frank D must have been trying to pull up box rec like, damn. I thought this was the regular shit that we was doing.
Damn.
He pulled a box rec again.
Hey, I look, damn, he did beat Glenn Johnson, bro. Damn, he did knock out Bernard Hopkins. Damn, bro.
Listen, bro, I ain't gonna cap, dog. I was waiting for his. I wanted to see how he was gonna get around that. I wanted to see how he was gonna get around that.
Man.
I mean, the only thing you could do is argue that maybe because Bivol beat Joe Smith first. You know what I mean? He beat him first. You could try to lean on that, but that was fire, man. Look, man, it's 725. KingG the winner. Shout out to you along with the $2 in super chat.
God,
the Harper of the debate series, man. God, all right. So KingG, before you go, bro, how it's gonna work? The bracket, I'm updating the bracket. You gonna know your round 2 topic. You gonna know it right now, but you don't know what side you debating. I'm going live on Friday after the first round is complete. I'm going live on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to do coin flips for the people that make it to round 2. Yeah. You show up, I flip the coin. If whoever win the coin toss, that's who get to choose what side of the topic that they're going to be on. So, for instance, I'm advancing you right now to the score. I'm going to put 3-0 around this motherfucker.
Yeah. Shout out to the round table, baby. Stand up.
All right, so your next round is against Kwame from Lawyer to the Game Boxing. Y'all are doing Gary Antoine Russell versus Richardson Hitchens, but y'all don't know what side you're gonna argue. When I flip the coin on Friday, if you here and he not, then you get to pick automatically. If both of y'all are here, whoever win the coin flip, you get to pick what side you want to argue, whether or not you want to argue for Gary Antoine Russell or whether or not you want to argue for Richardson Hitchens. But I just updated the bracket, so if you go to the link in the bracket right now, you'll see that you just advanced 3-0.
You talking about the 140 Gary Antoine Russell?
Yeah, Gary Antoine Russell versus 140.
Pick, man. I want the first one. I should pick my guy, man. I should be
No, we got to keep it fair. So we'll do I'm doing that for everybody, not just you. Everybody that go to the second round, you know the topic. But 7:30 p.m. Central on Friday, I'm flipping the coin. Whoever win the coin toss, they get to pick what side of the argument that they're gonna argue on. But bro, congratulations, advancing to the first round. I see you on Friday night, man.
All right, man. So Friday, just so we clear, Friday ain't gonna be the debate. It's just gonna be us picking.
No, the debate. If you hit that link I showed you, the debate is May 29th at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's all on the link, bro. So you hit that link that has a schedule of your debate. The only thing that you don't know is what side you arguing. You will find that out this Friday when I go live. I'm coin flipping the whole second round, and whoever win the coin flips, that's who get to decide what side of the argument they want to be on. So you got your opponent though. He got a boxing channel if you want to go check him out. Lawyer to the Game Boxing Talk. That's who you're gonna be going up against in round 2 if you wanted to check him out or whatever. But man, congratulations, bro. And we'll catch you later.
Check me out on YouTube, bro. KingG the Boxologist. I'm going back, start dropping new fresh content, man. I used to drop a lot of content back in the day, man. So I'm coming back with that, man. Hey, shout out to the Lions Den Boxing Roundtable, baby. We in effect, man. I want to give my condolences to the family and say RIP of my boy Frank T. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, man. I'm out my knees. G's up. Get your cheese up.
All right, bro. Peace out.
That was
damn, bro.
Damn.
Crazy.
That was
Hey, I was about to cut my camera on, and he started cooking. I said, "I'm leaving this shit off. I'm with you, BF. I wanted to see what he was gonna respond with, because I'm like, this boy went down through there. I'm like,
yeah, he went all the way through, man. Johnson, man.
Damn, bro. Separate the boys from the men from the boys, bro.
The only thing that you could come back with is Joe Smith first, and like maybe you can use like Chilemba or something like that, because that was difficult.
Joe Smith first. You can go with you can argue the Zerto point a little bit. You can argue the Canelo point. He
killed that Zerto point.
He shit on the Canelo point, but once you start talking about how he was undisputed pound for pound and shit, moving up, and like you can still argue Canelo pretty good, but it was an uphill battle though. But I mean, I wouldn't have ran off.
Nah,
I wouldn't have ran out because maybe it's 3 rounds. Maybe you lose that round, but the next question would have been my next question was who had the better amateur career, and that's fucking close. If you study both of their amateurs' career, that's fucking close. And then the last question was who wins the fight. So you could have just,
damn, that was bad.
Stayed around, yeah, man. Hey,
TKO, you trying to get him back, KO?
Hey, man, he growing. It's money on the line. Everybody got the link. I ain't pulling nobody teeth trying to make him come get some money, bro.
Right. When money on the table, man, people be studying, man.
He jumped on for the bread and didn't last the first question.
Man,
damn.
Talking greasy too.
That's how you could say the first round. First
quarter. That's like you got a bad shorty. You talking
A1, we ain't got time for your ass today, A1. What you want, bro?
What I do, man? What I do? I was just hopping on and say what's good to the good people, man. That's all I was doing.
What's good, man? I thought you were about to come here and talk shit about Frank D, man.
No, I wasn't saying shit, bro. At this goddamn cookout, I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually thought my motherfucking debate was now. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
No, you and Boxiana.
I'm hoping it's tomorrow.
No, you and Boxiana is on the 25th, so that's Thursday.
Oh, bad, cool.
Oh, go check it. I sent you the bracket.
I looked at it, bro. I had a lot going on. The missus graduated. My daughter had a birthday and a follow-up surgery appointment. I had too much. I was like, all right. I looked at it and then I didn't go back. So my bad. That's on me.
You got a tough one. It's a good close one. Y'all got Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo, and you arguing for Charlo. So
yeah, I know it sounds good. It's cool. Baby D and you know what I'm saying, the brat little, you know what I'm saying, combo gonna get this work. That's all that's gonna happen.
Really, I appreciate you, bro. We go holler at you, man.
All right, man.
All right, real quick, while we waiting on the next debate to start, let me give y'all the schedule real quick for the rest of the night. So, we got Nick J will be here to judge the 10 p.m. debate. So, if one of y'all got to go at 10 p.m., she'll be here to judge the 10 p.m. debate. But up next, we got Truth Speaks versus Rightside. They going at it over Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Imantas Stanionis. Let me see. We got Rightside got Ortiz and Truth Speaks got Stanionis. After that, we got BigDose versus 817 Boxing. They got Roberto Duran versus Pernell Whitaker. Lightweight career only. They only can do their lightweight career. Then we got Durk Banks coming up after that against Jay Chesnut. This one probably the one I'm most excited for the whole goddamn night. Evander Holyfield versus George Foreman. Yeah. Y'all heard me. Y'all heard me, right? And then wrapping up the night, we got Coach Chris versus the Phantom. Ooh, damn, I be coming up with some topics. They got Xander Zayas versus Jesus Ramos. Yeah. Yeah.
Xander's who?
Xander Zayas, man.
Yeah,
versus
that's my guy.
Ramos.
Yeah,
Damn, KO.
Hey, you know,
man, you been dipping in my stash over here, man. Your mind flowing like a motherfucker, boy. You put out some topics, boy.
You know, I love the sport, man. This is where we get to see who really know the sport. I can't wait till the finals, though. Floyd Mayweather versus Ray Leonard. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that. You know what? I debated someone over that one too. I debated the late great Kurt Anderson shot. Rest in peace to Kurt. But I think I debated Kurt on that one. I think me and Kurt went on that.
Hey, the semifinals topics is Lennox Lewis and Larry Holmes
Oof.
I'm looking at right and Thomas Hitman Hearns and Manny Pacquiao. I already know who BF got.
That's my. You already know that's my favorite fighter.
I already know who your favorite fighter is. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. What? Yo, Hitman and Pacquiao in what weight class?
I ain't gonna ask who win the fight. That's unfair. Hey,
man, I hope you wouldn't.
That will not be one of the questions.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm glad.
And then, the third place is not on the bracket, but the third place matchup for the $200, that one is Marvin Hagler versus Carlos Monzon.
That I've debated that one too. I love that question.
Yeah,
I love that question.
Yeah,
that's an amazing fight. Oh my god, man, dog, you got me hyped, man. When's this next one, bro?
Man, 7:45. We got 12 minutes, man. We got 12 minutes.
You got
12 minutes to wait. Look, man, I heard you over there. I heard you over there cooking. We got 12 minutes. I might well talk to my brother for a minute, man.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think that it's people that are trying to put Devin and Tank in opposite directions, bro? Like, what's up with this shit, man?
Because they're not you. That's why. You are a diehard Tank fan. You believe Tank beats everybody. I'm a diehard Devin fan and a Tank fan. I believe Tank beats everybody not named Devin. You know, so they want to put people in between that or put people around that. And listen, bro, the fight to make is Devin and Tank. That's the fight to make. I don't understand what people are scared of this. Whether they're scared of the outcome, they're scared, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I say niggas is scared. They have a fear of Tank getting outboxed. That's why they're going all these different directions. Whether they rock with Tank or not, this is me. If I'm a diehard Tank fan, if I'm a Tank fan like I'm a Devin fan, I am mad at anybody putting anybody between Tank and Devin. I'm mad because if I'm a diehard Tank fan, I believe Tank knocks Devin out. I believe Tank becomes the undisputed champion of the world and then vacates all the belts, becomes an undisputed and lineal, so he don't have to pay for nothing. The same way Floyd Mayweather had the belts and vacated them the WBO before he had to pay for any sanction fees. Yeah, you can. Well, if you beat Devin, you're the man. You don't got to keep the belts. You are that guy, bro. There is no conversation. There's no nothing. You can get them and then drop them and run off. Or not even run off. Let me take that back because they ain't run nothing. If you beat Dev, you are that guy and it's over with. Now you fight, pick and choose who you want. Drop all them belts and let the sanctioning fees, let the sanctioning bodies fight over that all they want. You don't need the WBA regular. You don't need none of that. You are the guy. But for some strange reason, his team don't want that. They give me these excuses, KO. Devin don't sell. He just sold out.
Who team don't want it? Bia.
What you say?
Who team don't want it?
He talking about the Rise podcast.
Oh, they don't want it.
Well, I mean,
they very
let me guess, because they want secure and Devin.
Well, apparently they did a flip. They did a flip the coin where the point that landed on tails, and the tails was Shakur. That was the tails. So they said, let's get Shakur. My problem with them saying let's get Shakur is they're saying let's get Shakur for all the same reasons that they were saying they couldn't get Devin. He's with Top Rank. He can't, Top Rank is bad business with Top Rank. They don't like each other, blah, blah, blah. But Shakur's with Top Rank, bro. He's not going nowhere. So I don't understand how this is even a conversation.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because Bob Aaron said, no, I want secure in Devin. He don't want Tank. He said, why should I make a fight and have a fight with that over there when I got a guy named Shakur Stevenson, the best we got over here versus the best.
That sounds good. That's not what he said when Shakur just moved up. That's not what he said. What he said is he wants Loma and Devin, and he wants Shakur and Tank. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And then he doubled down just Saturday when Bill was sitting right next to him, and they asked him about Shakur Stevenson, and he said, Bob Arum is not calling my phone to make that fight. And Bob said,
real quick. Hey, BigDose, and make sure you're ready, bro. You know your debate at 8:30. Just make sure you're ready, bro. I see you in the building. I commented at you, and I didn't see you comment back. When we was in the chat or whatever. But yeah, you at 8:30 today. I hope you're ready, bro, for your debate. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and Rightside, you can go ahead and come up. Truth Speaks, you can go ahead and come up. We can start a little early because Rightside ready. Truth Speaks, go ahead and come up. Let's get the next one going. Let me say this, bro. I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. It shouldn't even really be like I'm upset at the prospect of a fucking coin flip. To keep it real with you, like to me, I don't even know what you flipping the coin flip for anyway. Like it should be Devin, bro. It should be Devin. And let me say this on the Devin side of things, because y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I ain't heard BF do this, but I hear a lot of people now all of a sudden talking about Devin Haney's options and shit, bro, and how he can do this and do that. And not listen, bro. It has to be Tank for Devin and Devin for Tank. We have like whether you hate Tank, you like Tank, you love Tank. Or you hate Devin, you like Devin, you love Devin. If you hate Devin, then you should be pushing for the Tank fight because you want to see his ass get knocked out. If you love Devin, then you should be pushing for the Tank fight because you want to see him box Tank ears off his goddamn head. If you hate Tank, you should want to see him fight Devin so you can watch him get his ears boxed off. If you love Tank, you should want to see him fight Devin because he's gonna get he gonna get the stoppage that you believe he gonna get. You should want your fighter to get fighter of the year. If we all push for this fight, whoever wins this motherfucker, nobody else needs to even apply for the position for fighter of the year. Whoever win that, if we get this fight and we push for this fight and we say this is the only fight that we want, that's why I'm telling motherfucking Tank Davis, the team over there at Rise Podcast, every time I go over there and hop in the comment section, the streets want Devin and Tank, bro. That's what everybody want. And it will give Tank Davis, if he wins, he fighter of the year, and it's not even close. If Devin Haney wins with Loma and then beat Tank, he fighter of the year. Don't everybody want their favorite fighter to be deemed the best? I just, so I don't like the coin flip. I don't like all of a sudden the non-committal shit about now. Let's see what Devin can do. I might take a fight at 140 and then I might come back down to 135, or the same shit people was killing Tank Davis for when he said, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. We heard Devin Haney say, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Neither one of y'all need to go to no goddamn drawing board. Shit need to go towards each other. It's a street, and there's two cars on that motherfucker. They need to drive against each other and need to collide, bro. That's all. That's my thoughts on the whole situation, man. Because I'm tired of people talking about other shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I need.
You ain't gonna hear me say it. You ain't gonna hear me say it. But you gonna hear me say exactly what I've been saying this entire time.
I got Rightside in here. Two Speaks, where you at? I'm about to message you.
BF, you think Devin can get stay down there at 135?
Devin is only going to stay for one fight. That is Gervonta Tank. And he's not going to. Him and Shakur is not going to happen at 135. I don't care what anybody says.
No, I said they're going to meet at 140.
That's fight is. I don't even think they're going to meet at 140. I think they're going to meet at
47.
I don't think. I do not think Bob Arum is going to. Bob Arum is not putting Shakur in there with Devin Haney. He's not doing it. It don't matter what Shakur wants. Bob don't want it. Because Bob is not doing it. Bob can do it now. He ain't doing it. Bob don't want it. I'm not going to sit here and say Shakur don't want that. I believe Shakur wants it. Bob don't want it. I don't think Shakur's team wants it. I don't think Jay Prince wants it, bro. If Jay Prince wants it, Jay Prince and Bill Haney they are friends, bro. That's like the OG to Bill. That's not like I know this for a fact, bro. This is not nothing. Those guys have known each other for like 20 years. When have you heard Jay Prince calling up, say he's gonna call Bill Haney and make it happen? You haven't. The fight is not a fight that they want to make right now. What they want to do is continue to build Shakur, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't got no beef, but I'm not either. I'm not dumb.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You're not gonna tell me you want the Shakur Stevenson fight. He's the mandatory, but we talk about Jermaine Ortiz, or we even mentioning anybody else. But he's the mandatory. But y'all not pushing nothing. Well, why aren't they pushing it? Why aren't they on Mauricio Sulaiman neck? Like what? They're doing nothing. And the reason why they're doing nothing is because Devin Haney is going to have to fight his IBF mandatory next, which is going to make that fight probably at the end of this year. And then he'll be at 140. That's what's going to happen, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to build.
And they're going to blame Devin. They're going to blame Devin as if Devin can just force people to fight him. They're going to blame Dev because they don't like Dev. So they're going to blame Dev to keep blaming him and blaming him and blaming him. Because not Shakur. I want y'all to hear me clearly. I believe Shakur wants to fight Devin.
Yeah.
I believe he wants to fight Devin. I believe he wants to fight Tank. I don't think Shakur is ducking no fade. I don't believe that. I don't believe he's ducking no fade. But I also believe I know he's not stupid. He ain't stupid. Right? Shakur is a smart person. He's a smart human being.
Yeah.
Right. And he knows that in order to make the fight, Bob has to make it.
Right.
Devin can't make the fight, bro. Devin cannot make that fight. Bob needs to make it.
It's not big enough now anyway.
And that's what Bob will say.
Yeah.
Bob needs to make it, not Devin. Bob. Devin cannot. Devin's the undisputed champion of the world. There's nothing he can do but wait for contenders. But they'll blame Devin anyway, as if Bob ain't doing anything.
You're right. Bob will say that too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
Okay, oh man, you don't know the business of the boxing, not politics. These guys want so much money, all this rah, rah, blah,
right,
blah, blah.
right. Yep.
But the
Hey,
reality is,
shout out Richard D with the $2 super chat says they trying to make Devin Tank like EJ and Bud fighting out facts, bro. This shit cracking right now, dog.
Yes.
Hey, True Speaks, where you at, bro?
And the rematch will be bigger. You can make that fight with a rematch. You can put a rematch in there.
Yeah.
And
what do you think of this comment? Because Smoke and I've been arguing about that. He says in this order, Devin should basically do this. He should move up, tank, or rematch. Shake Shakur is in line, just not as the first or second or third option.
I totally
he wants Devin. He wants Devin to move up and then tank.
I totally disagree. 100% disagree. And the reason why I disagree because Devin don't want to do that. I heard what my brother Kayla said. But I know the reason why Devin said what he said, because I was there. You know, Devin said that because he knows good and damn well he ain't going to get no tank fight next. He knows that. And he knows he's going to 140 next. So why not test the waters? You know what I'm saying? Test the waters, see what it's like. I'm not dropping my belts. I'm going to test the waters, see what it's like, and I'm going right back to 140. I'm 135.
Already. I ain't mad at none of that. Look, man, we got our two debaters here. Judge has been up here waiting on y'all. Let's go ahead and keep this show going. Y'all know the rules, man. We got 5-minute rounds. We got 2-minute rebuttals. Truth Speaks is rocking out with Imonte Stanionis. Dub Rightside is rocking out with Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'm gonna go to Rightside first. Rightside, what we doing, bro? What type of performance we putting on, man? As you get ready to make your claim and try to make your march towards this $850, man.
Man, we coming out for blood, man. It is what it is. You know, that's my brother over there. But at this current moment in time, he food. He food for me.
Damn. Truth Speaks. My brother. What you doing? What type of performance we putting on this march to $850, man? What can we expect from you right now, man?
And that's all it'll be said after I get done cooking Dub. So let's get it.
Damn.
All right.
OG, go ahead and flip the coin. Who gonna call it in the air?
Tails never fails, baby.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here's it is.
True Speaks. Who going first?
I'll let Dub go ahead.
All right, here we go. And again, on the sake of being fair, True Speaks. Have I given you a hint? Have I given you any other questions?
Only question I got is why Dub got to do this.
Okay, so I ain't giving no questions. Right side, have I given you any hints? Have I given you any questions about what the topics are?
Man, we know what it is, man. Let's get it going, man. We know what it is. Ain't nobody don't know.
No, but I want to hear you say it for the people. Did I give you any questions?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right, cool. All right, OG. Here's the first question.
Who's first? Who's first? Dub. Okay.
Right side got to go first.
Okay.
Who is the first? Here's the first question. Right there. There it is.
All right, Dub. Who has the better win on their record? Okay, who we talking about, KO?
All right, so right side is repping for Virgil Ortiz Jr. and True Speaks is repping for Imonte Stanionis. This question, they have to pick one of their fights and explain why it's a better win than anything on the other person's resume. So who has the better win on their record? That's
all right. All right, Dub. You got 5 minutes. Go ahead, baby. Shoot your shot.
All right, man. This is an easy question right here. It's easily Virgil Ortiz. He has the better win on his resume. And unfortunately, it's Green Machine. Mean Machine, Green Beans. That's the best win on either one of their records. Why is that? Well, first off, we have to look at who Igis Velasquez is. That's the first thing we got to do, and who that man fought. Why? Because that's what proves how much of a champ or how good of a win that is on your resume, your opponent's resume. And the Igis Kabalasquez. I hope I say his name correctly. The man, he's one of the a few people, right, who would be considered a good win or a good win for Bud Crawford. That's considered a good win for Bud Crawford. So if it's a good win for Bud Crawford, it got to be a good win for Virgil Ortiz. It got to be. Virgil Ortiz beat that man better than Bud beat him. He stopped him before Bud stopped him. I believe Bud stopped him in the 9th round and Virgil stopped him in the 7th round, I believe. I believe that's how it happened. And so when you look at who else, Green Machine has fought, the man, he beat, I believe his last fight, he beat Mikael Fox, right? He lost to Bud, but then he beat David Avenesian, an individual who people are telling me is a top 5 welterweight. When Bud went and fought David Avenesian, what did they say? It was a good fight. This was one of the dudes in the top of the division. Well, guess who beat that dude? Guess who stopped him? He stopped him. Green Machine stopped him. And so when it comes down to it, and then when we go to the opposite side of the scale and we look at Stanley Onis, when we look at this man's resume, respectfully to him, who is his best win? Who? Butayev? Who has Butayev beat? Nobody. And so at the end of the day, man, this isn't even a hard question. You don't have to go long. You look at the way that Virgil Ortiz beat Green Machine. You look at the individual that Green Machine has on his resume, and it doesn't compare to anything on Stanley Onis' resume. It doesn't even compare. The last thing I have to say is that when you have the pound for pound, when you fought the pound for pound champion, is what they want to tell me, Bud is pound for pound, and you stop the dude who he stopped faster than he stopped him. What can you say about that? The pound for pound #1 champion stopped this man, and now all of a sudden, Virgil Ortiz come out and stop him even in better fashion than Bud Crawford. It's not even a hard question right here. It's easily Virgil Ortiz. The best win on his record is Green Machine, Igis Kabalasquez, and you can Thomas Delorme. Do you want to give me Thomas Delorme over on Stanley Onis' record? Who the fuck is Thomas Delorme beat? And that's all I'm saying, man. So it is what it is. Igis Kabalasquez is the best win on either one of these individuals' resume.
Okay. You digest? That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good.
All right. Okay. All right. True speaks. All right. Who has a better win or their resume, sir? You got 5 minutes.
All right, thank you so much. And much like, I'm glad Dub said he defeated Igis, much like Bud, because both in that fight, they both had an unofficial knockdown that occurred based on green beans. So let's get to it. Igis gets more credit for just being a Terrence Crawford knockout than he's ever done in his whole entire career. Because if we want to talk about, you didn't mention Ray Robinson and we mentioned David Avenesian, but when Igis, and using his name, fought him, I don't believe he was top either. But then we want to take down Butayev, and obviously I'm going to jump right into it. Butayev is simply put, Butayev was undefeated. And Butayev was a champion. Versus you fighting Terrence Crawford's leftovers, a man you ducked, but that we ain't got there yet. But Butayev's best win was against Jamal James, who lost to Ugas. Jamal James was a one-loss fighter. Butayev undefeated coming against Standionis, and Standionis did what he had to do to get the win and become a champion, mind you, as well. Yes, I know the regular, it's the trinket belt, but what did Igis ever have? What did Kabalasquez ever achieve other than being leftovers? So we have to stop this notion like, oh, well, he fought Terrence Crawford, and got knocked out. And then, we want to talk about, Virgil did it in more impressive fashion, but nothing was other than the WBO made up title, the fake one of that. But Igis has done nothing at all in his career other than Rudy Poos and Cake Pops that he's gone against. Versus we are looking at Butayev, who was undefeated when he fought Stanionis. A belt was on the line. You can't give me just the exhibition or just another showcase fight is a better win versus a championship bout. There's no way you can actually believe that. And as far as dealing with the whole being buds, leftovers, and Aegis, like I said, Aegis is just a game fighter. Like, he comes up, he gives a hard works, day's effort and everything. But other than that, he's accomplished nothing in his career. Yes, he has a good record full of nobodies and what's the names. But what has he actually done as far as the bouts that actually matter? We remember him for getting knocked out. Like, he's a good game fighter that you show up to showcase your up and coming prospect, but at the end of the day, he's more or less going to knock you out at the end of the day. But versus Butayev was an actual champion. Yeah, I know, the WBA regular. It's still a regular championship that Stanionis went in that ring and took from that man. So I don't necessarily see how we want to, put down Butayev when at least he was undefeated when they fought. Like, Virgil didn't even take Aegis' oath. And that's all I got for right now.
All right.
Now, see, this is the problem with what my brother just said.
All right. Okay, you got 2 minutes rebuttal.
Oh, he going straight to it.
This is the problem. He just went and he just told everybody that it was a regular belt, right? He just told us this. Now, and then he says he makes the claim that Mean Machine, he makes the claim that this man has never had a belt. Well, if we're gonna use that as a title, we're gonna use that regular one, then I can use the NABF title. You know what I'm saying? I can use the WBO Intercontinental title. I can use all of that. Why can I use it? Because he just told us it ain't a real championship that he was referring to. He just told us this. So it means nothing when he says that. The other thing you have to look at when we talk about who these individuals beat. Who did Butayev beat? Jamal James. That's who we brought up. Okay, cool. I'll give you Jamal James. But then if they're going to say Jamal James, and I go back to David Avanesian, David Avanesian, he beat Shane Mosley. So what are we talking about? It's a clear, and it's clear. It's clear who wins. And in this situation, man, it ain't even no competition as far as Butayev versus Aegis Kavalaskis. It's not even a competition. The winner or the best resume, the best win on any individual resume that we're talking about at this current moment in time is Green Machines. Virgil Ortiz stopped this man, and then he said they both had unofficial knockdowns. So what people slipped? Is that what you're telling me? They slipped? Okay. All right. And so it is what it is. The man telling me he's saying all these things, but when it comes down to it, defend Butayev. Who did Butayev beat? But Jamal James for, according to you, a title that ain't even really a title. Stop it, brother. Stop it. Go ahead. I yield the floor.
All right. Okay, Truth, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
You're right. It was a slip after he punched him. Yeah, so you got that point from me. He did slip after he punched him. But again, you notice you didn't bring up the fact that Butayev was undefeated versus this man has an L. Now, if we want to talk about who did Butayev beat when he was, again, 27-1, and his only loss was against Ugas. So you said you're gonna give me that. Again, championship. The only thing you mentioned about those other belts, none of those belts are recognized. Like, you can't say, like, oh yeah, he fought the North American Boxing Federation welter. Like, come on. None of those are from a recognized sanctioning entity like the WBA regular championship is. And there was a time before where the regular was the championship before, but that's we'll go on that. Again, we're talking about an undefeated fighter. And if you want to bring up and try to ish on Jamal James for some reason, like he just didn't lose to Ugas, who was a champion. I don't understand how you're comparing a fighter with losses that's been knocked out before to an undefeated champion of an actual sanctioned, recognized world organization. But I know you got to make your argument, but you lost that one.
All right. That is it. Okay. Let's see. All right. G5. All right. What you think?
Man, good round. Salute to the fellas, man. I'm gonna give this round I'm going with Dub on this one.
Okay, Dub. All right, all right, all right. Okay, BF, the grave digger. What you think, man?
I mean, I was rocking with them both, man. But I already told y'all before, I'm not with all the fluff. And if you lie to me, you got to make it look good. Like your Dennis Ugas was not a champion when he fought. Oh boy, bro. You got to make it look good when you lie to me, homie. But so I was rocking with you. I'm with it. You know, I was with all that. You know, but motherfucking Green Beans actually fought like the legit. It's all good. Listen, bro, I got Dub on this one, bro. I think Dub smashed you on the rebuttal. I mean, your main piece was dope. I like both y'all main piece, but I think he smashed you on the rebuttal. And I think you would have, if you would have focused on a few other fighters that he had, I think he would have did better on that one. You might have pulled that one through, but I think I'm gonna get that with Dub just off of the rebuttal. He smashed you on that one.
Hey, for me, man, I agree with the judges on this one simply because I thought you stepped over your own points. True speaks. I thought you called Butayev a champion, but then you went on to talk about how the belt wasn't really a secondary belt, and you kind of stepped all over your own point. So I think they left Rightside the opening. He took it, and I'm in agreement with the judges, man. I think we're unanimous on this first round. I'm giving it to Rightside too. I thought you had your facts. I thought Rightside had his facts, but when you stepped over your own argument with the WBA route, that left Rightside rebuttal to be even stronger than it probably would have been if you didn't step on your own argument. So I'm gonna go with Rightside too in that one. And shout out to InStyle Furniture with the $5 in the super chat. Says KO the best period. True speaks is the truth too. And then shout out to Curtis Sewell with the $10 in the super chat. Says good stuff. Hand claps, fire emojis. I appreciate the love, bro. Here goes the next question, OG. Boom, there it is. Y'all go ahead.
All right, True Speaks, you up, baby. You got 5 minutes. Both are going the WBA route. Who has the better chance to beat Earl Spence?
So since Virgil is this, new addition because he jumped out of the WBO, to duck Bud, if we're talking about just basic when it comes to being in the pocket, if we're going to talk about the analytics of the fighter, I'm going to say Stanionis, and obviously we're talking about comparing it to Errol Spence, so I'm not going to say it's a wash or anything. It's a close, competitive, tough fight. But the reason why I do believe Stanionis is going to win is simply because Stanionis is I'm not going to say a better inside fighter than Errol, but he is a better one than Virgil. And as far as on the inside, hey, we can get to bumping, but what Stanionis typically does on the inside, which, I mean, they both are going to do because this fight is going to be fouled on the inside. They're going to be on the inside, and a lot of those shots are going to bounce off of Stanionis' guard, to which it's going to be kind of similar to the Butayev fight, where this going to be in the pocket, and it's going to be short shots. Come on, inside uppercut, hooks, attacks to the body, both of them. And we've seen both fighters are going to be able to take the punch. Where I do believe that Stanionis is a little bit trickier on the inside as far as the different slips and the different punching combinations that he does. And plus he has a pretty good jab to where he's going to get inside once this fight is being fought on the inside. So once he's starting absorbing some of those shots on his guard, he's going to start attacking that body. I mean, we've seen Spence be hurt to both the body and the head. So both of those are going to be the battle of attrition. Who is going to wear out first? And in that, I'm going to trust that Stanionis is going to last far longer than Spence is going to last, simply because, I mean, we've seen it. Like the Butayev fight was a complete war. Yeah, I mean, they're going back and forth, both fighters bloody and everything, but at the end of the day, Stanionis still got the decision because when he was in there and he made the punches count, yeah, he took a few, but he still gave a few back to him as well. So, and like I said, that's going to be the apt comparison is that Butayev fight. Because, yeah, Errol might start off with the jab at range, and, Stanionis is good at slipping the jab and then getting inside. However, when it comes to where the crux of the fight is going to be on that inside level, Stanionis is, I'm not going to say have his way, but definitely going to have several opportunities to shine. And I think he's going to do enough to get a split decision. And that's what my first take is.
All right. All right. Okay, Dub, you got 5 minutes.
So this is the thing right here. Everything he said, I'm not sure where he was going with it. Look, if it's an inside fight for either one of them dudes, they're going to struggle with Spence. But guess what the difference is between Virgil and Stanley Onis? Virgil has 19 fights with 19 knockouts. To have a chance against EJ, you got to be able to hurt him. You got to hurt him. And Virgil can do it. Virgil doesn't hurt everybody he done fought, whereas Stanley Onis is 14 with 9 knockouts. We done seen Virgil hurt people to the body. We done seen him hurt him over the top to the head, right? And so to have a chance against EJ, to have the opportunity to even be in the fight, you're going to have to hurt him. And so Stanley Onis, like the brother just brought up, you heard he said nothing about Stanley Onis hurting EJ, and the reason being is because Stanley Onis didn't hurt Butayev in the damn fight. He didn't hurt him. And so at the end of the day, the punching power is what's going to be the difference for Virgil Ortiz, the way he goes to the body. Hey, and then this is the other thing. Once again, to have another chance against EJ, you're going to have to be able to utilize the jab. You're going to have to be able to cut him off and not let him get to the inside immediately, because he's possibly the best inside fighter in the sport of boxing. And so if you want to go to the inside with him, you're going to struggle. And so who has the better jab and the better footwork? Is clearly Virgil Ortiz. Now, he is a come-forward fighter, but at the same time, we have watched this man utilize his jab, pump the jab, or come forward and then kind of, utilize the half step back and be able to control the range better than we've seen with Stanley Onis. Stanley Onis sits there, kind of stands, he shoots his jab, you shoot your jab, he shoots his. Yeah, when he start doing all that with EJ, it's not going to be the same. And so if you want to make it that type of fight, and you want to say Stanley Onis is going to be able to win that fight, I'm here to tell you he's going to get his ass whooped. But what I can tell you is also that as Virgil is utilizing his jab, which is a power jab more than anything, then he'll also be able to hurt EJ, because we see he has a 100% KO ratio. And with that being said, that's the only way you're going to be able to beat EJ is by hurting him. When we talk about Bud, what do we say? If Bud can't hurt EJ, then he gonna have trouble. That's a fact. And so at the end of the day, man, this is why Virgil, he has the best chance to beat EJ, because he has the better chance to hurt EJ. And that's the only way you're going to be able to slow EJ down.
All right. Okay, True. Yes, sir. You got 2
minutes.
And
my man Dub would have a particular point. However, there is a big factor that I was waiting for him to go on, is rhabdoid dialysis. So if we're going to talk about like Virgil coming in and going to be able to take a shot, first off, Virgil is an ego fighter. So if you hit him with something good, he's going to come back and try to get you something good. But the reason why I brought up that illness and that sickness is because, as we've seen, Virgil has been suffering from that for the past 2 fights. And what that specific illness does is it breaks down your body and your muscles for, overuse or a litany of other reasons. So with his boxing ability, being an ego fighter, wanting to get his lick back when he gets hit with a good shot, he's going to try to press, and then Earl's going to set him up and knock him out, especially if he hurts him to the body, which he's already shown vulnerabilities to. Like versus Stanley Onis, again, he doesn't have to hurt him to win. He just needs to outpoint him. Now, I know this is a Herculean task for both. However, you're facing an ego fighter who's going to swing wildly if he gets hit with anything hard, who's also suffering from an illness that has happened in his past 2 fights have had to be rescheduled due to that illness, versus a fighter who is steady and consistent on the inside. I don't want to say that this is going to be an easy fight for either one of them versus Spence, because I'm Spence. However, you've got one that's going to fight dumb if he gets hit with anything, suffering from an illness. You have another that's going to be consistent. Yeah, inside might not be the best one, but all he has to do is just land a couple of shots, outpoint Spence, and he still wins either way. He doesn't necessarily have to hurt him. And the Virgil, if you want to talk about the power jab, last time I thought the power jab, you're loading up, so therefore that can be timed. And last time I thought, Virgil ain't getting past Spence's jab. So I understand the potential, like, oh, he could do this. We got to think, Michael McKinnison lasted and he only tore up his knee. Well, on the last round when he finally was able to
time, my brother. Time.
Listen, if we're gonna bring up injuries and we're gonna talk these type of things, well, let's talk about the appendicitis, the surgery that the brother Stanleyiosis he just came out of. I mean, what are we talking about? They told the man, hey, if you would have got in, then he could have had a busted appendix. So what are we doing, man? Listen, when you have to go to those arguments and you got to take it outside the ring, it shows that you have no advantage inside the ring. And this is what we're talking about. What's going on here is that at the end of the day, regardless of how we want to look at it, Virgil Ortiz, and he just said the power jab. What do you think, Stan? Once again, Virgil Ortiz has the opportunity to hurt this man. He has the opportunity to go, even going to the body, he has a better chance to hurt EJ. And this is why he has a better chance to win. And it is what it is. Regardless, if you look at if you look at Butayev and the fight he fought against Stanleyionis, if Stanleyionis fight that fight against EJ, man, EJ gonna break this man ribs. He's gonna break him down. You talked about Michael McKenzie real quick. I want to rebuttal that real quick. Yeah, he did mess his knee up. Why? Because he was getting hit to the body so damn much, getting broken ribs and shit. He was trying to run the fuck up out of there. That's how he messed his knee up. And so once again, you want to say whatever you want to say about Virgil, he has the better chance to win. He has the better chance simply off of being able to hurt EJ, also off of having the better outside game, you know what I'm saying, which will play a part in the fight. And so, I mean, it's not even a close, this ain't even close. It's not even a close debate as far as who has the better opportunity to beat this man. And it is what it is. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
All right. Okay, that's the end of that second round. Okay, now we'll go start off with a BFTB.
God damn. Now that's what I'm fucking talking about, brothers. That one right there was the round. Right? I swear to you, bro. I was with Dub. Then I went and I was with Truth. When Truth came with that motherfucking rebuttal, nigga. That shit was savage, bro. I was really 100 until Dub came back with that motherfucking health rebuttal of his own. I got Dub on that one because that right there did it. If you didn't come back with that, man, Truth was on your helmet, dog. I got Dub off of that rebuttal.
All right. Okay. What about you, G?
Man, I had to light my blunt back up, man. Y'all cooked. Them rebuttals was crazy. I would be up. I'm sitting up here like, damn, they coming with it. I feel like both rebuttals were strong, man. Both of them were strong. I think I'm gonna go with Troop on this one.
Okay. All right.
I ain't mad at that. Shout out to I'm here for boxing with the $5 super chat. Says salute KO chat and judges. What's good, BFTB? And shout out to In Style Furniture with the $5. Earl stops Bud, bro. You ninjas tripping. Stop playing, man. Look, bro. Like it's crazy because Dub's first argument was strong. He talked about the power, the 100% KO ratio, and kind of Virgil's ability to possibly hurt Earl and having a chance to hurt him. But then True Speaks came back with the steadiness of Stanleyionis, and I was feeling his first argument too. I thought Dub's first argument was strong, and then True Speaks rebuttal, I was blown away. I'm like, damn, where he gonna go? He really ain't got nowhere to go. But when he went to the organ damage and all the rhabdo shit that Virgil had going on for 2 fights and the imagine of Earl Spence hitting him to the body, I'm like, damn, that's a strong ass, crazy ass rebuttal. And then Rightside came back with his rebuttal too about the appendicitis or whatever the shit is. It was such a close fucking round, bro. Like it was such a close ass round, bro. And I'm a edge it to Truth. I'm a edge it to Truth in this round simply because I think that what Virgil is dealing with is more dire. He's dealing with it twice. Okay, he done had the shit happen to him twice, and Stanleyionis done had the shit happen to him once. So for that reason, the rebuttals being equal, I think the injuries that Virgil Ortiz will have to deal with, they have creeped up more times. They have reared their ugly heads and made them pull out of 2 fights already. So I'm gonna edge it to, because I think the arguments was about equal, but I'm gonna edge it to truth simply because I think the ribdo has been a bigger issue for Virgil than Stanionis, because this is just his first time. So I gotta go with truth on that one, man. Shout out to Cooking with the Champ LLC with the $5 in the super chat. Says, respect the Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Love this debate shit. Much love to you. All right, bro. Look, they got a fight coming up, so y'all already know where we're going. Go ahead and read that one, OG, and let's see who's gonna move on to the next round, man.
All right. Last and final round. They fighting in July. Who wins the fight and why? Dub, you got 5 minutes.
Virgil Ortiz wins this fight, and he wins it by stoppage. He stops Stanionis. And this is the thing right here. This is the thing. Stanionis is the more flat-footed fighter. They both can be flat-footed at times, but Virgil can fight on his toes. We haven't seen that from Stanionis, right? Virgil's jab, he's going to come with the power jab. He's going to stay behind it better than Stanionis is, because Stanionis is not going to be able to move his feet. We've watched Stanionis be stuck in glue. You know what I'm saying? And when Virgil fights fighters that want to be on the back foot, those type of things, then guess what? Yeah, he's going to come forward, and he may not look as athletic. But when you look at him, he's the more athletic fighter. He's the longer fighter. He has the longer reach. He's the taller fighter as well. And then he's the bigger puncher. He has the better experience, currently having 19 fights over the 14 fights with 19 knockouts. The percentages itself tells you who's going to win this fight. But also this right here. This is going to be, and this is what I think is going to be the most interesting part. Stanionis is going to want to fight on the inside. Virgil, he can, and he will at times, but he can do multiple things, where Stanionis is going to be more or less subjected to fighting on the inside against an individual like this. And so if you can't cut the ring off, right, and we haven't seen Stanionis really just be great at cutting the ring off. We haven't seen that yet from him. And also, we haven't seen him land the shots that we've seen Virgil land. Although people want to tell me it gets down to or this individual was on the back foot and he was giving, and what happened? He got stopped. And it's going to be the same thing in this situation. And it's probably going to be to the body. It'll probably be a body shot from Virgil that stops him, because once again, the appendicitis, it may be a problem. It may be a problem. You want to say that Virgil had, hey, okay, I ain't mad at it. I will say this, though. Excuse me. I will say that the power difference in the punching power is going to be huge in this fight. It's going to be huge. And when you're the longer fighter, when you have when you're the more athletic fighter as well, then landing your shots are going to be much easier than what is going to be for Stanionis to land his shots on Virgil. And this is why he's going to get stopped. When he comes forward trying to make it that inside fight, he's going to have to take shit coming in. He's going when Virgil, one of the best body punchers in the sport of boxing as well, one of the best left hooks to the body. We've all seen how he puts his hands together. When Stanionis is coming forward trying to make it that inside fight, he's gonna be taking shots coming in. And when he starts taking them shots from a power puncher like Virgil Ortiz, it's gonna be a problem. He's gonna get dazed. He's gonna be hurt. And then we haven't seen him hurt in his fights because he ain't fought no damn body. But now he's going to fight somebody who is a puncher. And when he does get hurt, how is he going to respond? I don't know how he's going to respond. But at the end of the day, I know that Virgil closes the show. I know that for a fact. And that's what he'll do against Stanionis. He's going to close the show. He's going to stop him. And, hey, it is what it is. Stanionis is a decent fighter, but he's nowhere near on the level of Virgil Ortiz. Nowhere near that level.
All right.
So, and that's
all right. You got 5 minutes.
And so that's the exact reason why Stanionis is going to win the decision. I don't have him necessarily stopping Virgil unless it's going to be a late and maybe something to the body. But that's the exact reason what Dub just laid out. Virgil is in love with his power. And so with him being in love with his power, he has thus became an ego puncher, where if you hurt him, he's going to come back and, he going to forgo the jab and do everything like that, he's going to come and get his lick back. If we want to look at the Antonio Arcozo fight, he had Arcozo down. Then, he brought him back up and everything. Arcozo landed a good shot. At first, he was pumping that jab out, and then whatever. He landed that good hook on him. He was like, nah, I'm coming right into range and then throwing wildly. Versus you got somebody that's going to be stuck in your chest, body, maybe one up top to the hook. He's not, because the fight is going to eventually come in range. I know we like to think that Virgil is just going to, he's going to pump that jab and be an outside fighter. No, this fight is going to be fought on the inside in the trenches, where one has shown more capability in. Yes, with the Butayev, that was a war. That was a complete war. But he's shown that he is both durable and his guard actually holds up. You cannot say that Virgil's guard is even comparable to Stanionis because his guard is his head. Like his head is snapping back. That's his defense, blocking it with his head. But if Stanionis gets in there, he might get a little hook in there, but he's shown durability. He's catching it on the gloves, on the elbow. He has a better guard, a better defense. Now, yes, both of these fighters do leave a little bit defensively lacking. However, Virgil gets hit clean, where it's like you see the head snap back, fall off, like with the Kavaliauskas fight. As I mentioned, Kavaliauskas struck him and he touched the mat. He touched the floor. Now, unofficial, he got up stumbling a little bit, like, a slip. And then what did he do immediately after that? Went in and tried to get his lick back. So this notion that Ortiz is just going to pump him at the end of the jab and be this cool, calm, concentrated fighter is a lie, because he believes in his power and he's going to swing wildly. He's going to try to go for a home run while Stanionis is going to be on the inside, racking up them points. Body. Okay. Go one to the head. Okay. Up top. And then in the later rounds, when that tired, he's been swinging all day and nothing going in. That's when Stanionis is going into the kill. And that's when it's starting to get a little bit harder, because only one has shown the ability to win a decision. Now, we can go, he's knocked all of them out. He's got all of them out of here. However, a 12-round fight, only one of them has been there.
My brother wants to tell y'all, and shout out to him, he wants to tell y'all that it's going to be a decision fight, right? Well, the last decision fight against Butayev, it was a split decision. Why was it a split decision? Because the same way he agrees, and he just told you that Stanlionis, he don't have no damn defense. He just said that. He wanted to put it on Virgil as well. But he said neither one of them have any defense, or their defense isn't the great. No. Stanlionis, he just ain't fought no damn body to be tested. Virgil Ortiz has been tested, and this is why he's going to go in, and he will show that he's the better fighter. He's the younger fighter. He's the bigger fighter. We all say this. Hey, y'all, KR, I believe I heard you say this in one of your last debates. The bigger skill guy usually beats the smaller good fighter, or the bigger good fighter usually beats the smaller good fighter. Well, in this situation, Virgil Ortiz, he's going to have the size. He has the athleticism. He has the power. He has the boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? He knows that he can't just make it just the inside fight against certain dudes. Now, if it becomes that, he's going to take it there, and he's going to win that fight as well. The difference is that Stanlionis, he ain't showed the ability to fight from the outside like that. He ain't showed that ability. What do he say? He got one type of stat. He's going to be in your chest. Well, shit, when you getting clipped and hurt, how the hell you going to be in somebody's chest? It's going to be tough. Don't fall asleep on me, OG. Now, look, at the end of the day, all I'm telling you is this right here. It's a stoppage. It's going to be a stoppage, and Virgil Ortiz will win this fight clearly. Last point. The body work and the health of Stanlionis, right? You can tell me anything you want to about Rapdo, whatever, Meyer, whatever. You can tell me that. The difference is that Virgil Ortiz will land the more shots. He will land the bigger shots. He has the better punch percentage, connect percentage, power connect percentage over Stanlionis. Damn.
So you
all right, you got 2 minutes, Truth, please. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so you mentioned about Virgil being the bigger fighter, but last time I checked, he only has 7 fights at welterweight, but he has 12 at junior welterweight. So he's already shown himself to be the smaller fighter. And again, you're not responding to the ego fighter, because he's going to swing wide and miss big versus he's going to rack up them points. Now, if you keep on bringing up health, and I'm trying to do this round without it, but since it's the rebuttal, I got to go ahead and do it. So with the rhabdo, with it breaking down your muscles on the inside, not only does it do that, it affects your heart, meaning your stamina is going to be siphoned as well. So therefore, you're coming in there swinging big, swinging wide, already got organ issues and bodily damage going on, and then you have a fighter who is going to sit in your chest. He's going to take your shots. You said I didn't say he had defense. I did. I said he has a guard, and he's going to absorb those blows. You know, if they punch the guard, that's not a scoring blow. So he's going to take those on the guard and be on the inside, landing that body shot, landing that work. You said he won a split decision, but the first two words were the most important. He won. Like, you can't tell me, oh, man, he barely beat him. He beat him. Ain't that what we say about Devin Haney and Loma? Ain't that what we say? So, therefore, you can't then capitulate, oh, well, he did this, he did this. He won against an undefeated fighter. Your best fight was against a fighter that's lost and been knocked out before. If we want to just keep it simple like that. But at the end of the day, again, I have to outpoint you. You have to knock me out. Because if he doesn't knock him out, the decision is going to stand Jonas, just because he's been on the inside, been more consistent with the body work, been more consistent, and got inside and slipped shots. Again, if you swing wide, you miss wide.
All right. That's it. Okay. All right. We're going to go to G5. Gabe, baby, what you got?
Man, hell of a debate. Man, salute Dub, salute Truth, man. Y'all got the cooking, man. Y'all came from second round on in, regular round, rebuttal, regular, bruh. Y'all was so amped. KQ couldn't even talk and say rebuttal round. Y'all was after blocks. Usain Bolt. Pew! I'm like, God. Oh yeah, they man.
Hey, KQ about to be like, y'all stop cutting me off now, you young niggas.
I know. I said,
I'm like, damn. But salute to both y'all, man. It was a hell of a debate, man. Y'all both made hella points when y'all were talking about, the styles and how y'all see it playing out. But Virgil health does scare me because it's a reoccurrence. And Stanionis it happened once. So I'm more in tune to see a fighter healthier. That didn't happen one time too. We done seen two fights with Virgil, and he kind of struggled with the weight. But I'm going with Truth on this one, man. I feel like his rebuttal was stronger, and both rounds. I mean, all the way through and through, y'all did a hell of a job, man. And salute to everybody, man. Salute to the chat.
All right. Okay, BF, how you see it?
All right. let me keep it stacked with y'all, bro, because like I think the original round, y'all little feel out round, round number one, that little feel out round was kind of whack, you know what I'm saying? But since Dub threw the more punches than Truth did, so that's why I gave that one to Dub. That one was kind of easy for me. The second one was an amazing round, and I think that rebuttal did it for me with Dub. That's why I gave Dub that one. And then this third round right here, I feel like my brother Dub was Lomachenko out this motherfucking dog. I feel like you should not have went the route that you went with the health. There was no reason, bro. You was beating this man to death. Then you opened the door, and he even said it himself. He wasn't going the health route. That was, in my opinion, that was the only way he could get you. That's the only way. He couldn't get you no other way, bro. He had to go the health route. If he didn't go the health route, if you didn't open that door for him to go the health route, bro, it's like Lomachenko saying, I took the 12th round off. That's exactly what happened, and you gave him that. You gave him that round. You know what I'm saying? You talked about the health, which he said, I wasn't even going to go there. But fuck it, since you brought there, I'm going to go there. And then he started going in, and I'm just like, duh, what the fuck you doing, dog? You was killing this man. Then you gave it to him. So I gave that last one to Truth.
All right. Knockout boxing.
I disagree. I gave it to Rightside. I thought Rightside just edged out the round. I thought the way he played off of the way that he played off of Truth Speaks, basically admitting that Stanios didn't have any defense when he was in the war. I thought that was brilliant. So I gave the round to Dub Rightside, but it was close. It was a very close round. So as a result, this ain't a egregious by the judges to where I'm overturning anything. I'm just giving my opinion. I thought that Rightside won this round because I thought, although Truth Speaks came back in the rebuttal strong, because Dub, like BF said, did leave the door open. He left the door open when he brought up the the health issues or whatever. But I thought True Speaks was only able to speak on that in the rebuttal, and I thought Dub Rightside's opening statement was much stronger than True Speaks, and I don't think him just going off of one Dub Rightside point gave him the round, in my opinion. So I scored it for Rightside, but again, I'm not overturning this one because it was a very, very close ass round. If it was one of them ones where I felt like it was something to where the judges didn't do it correctly, then I would overturn it. But this is not worth overturning. I'm just giving my vote for Rightside, but still, we got to go with True Speaks in the third round. And so as a result, True Speaks does win the debate 2-1. So I'm gonna move him on to the next round. We're gonna go to Rightside. Rightside, go ahead and give your last words. Let everybody know what you got going on, and then True Speaks, you stay on because I got to give you instructions on how to prepare for the second round. But Rightside, go ahead and give your last words, bro.
Man, shout out to my brother Truth, man. Hell of a debate. Hey, at the end of the day, man, I'll take my L like a man. And man, congratulations, my brother. Shout out to the judges, OG. Shout out to the moderator, and shit, man, we will be covering this debate. Hey, so I will be talking bad about myself on your show later on tonight. I would. I'm just, but no, man, shout out, man. Much love to y'all, man. Much love.
All right, bro. We'll see you. We'll see you later. Everybody, Dub Rightside will be live after the debates. That's the official post-debate party or post-debate coverage. He gonna break down all the matchups and he'll be covering it throughout the whole tournament. So when we get done here, y'all go check out Dub Rightside. He'll be live right after us. True Speaks, you advance to round one. You might want to stick around because you got the winner of our next debate. All right. So you advance to round two. Your topic is going to be Canelo Alvarez versus Oscar De La Hoya. You don't know who you're arguing for yet. Again, I'm telling everybody that wins this, I'm going live. We got the debates Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will be live on Friday. I'll be live Friday night at 7:30 p.m. to do coin flips. If you are here, we do the coin flip. And if you're not here, then your opponent will get to pick who they argue for. So Truth Speaks, you got Canelo and Oscar. But once the winner of 817 and BigDose, once whoever wins, you guys will come here on Friday. We'll flip the coin. Whoever wins the coin toss, you'll be able to decide what side of the argument that you want to argue. But the schedule is already up. So if you want to go look at what time and what day the debate is on, you can go look at that. Okay. But your topic, your side of the argument will be decided Friday night at 7:30 when I do the coin flip to see who gets to argue for what. Any last words though, bro? You got anything else you want to say, man?
Hey man, salute to the panel. Salute to Dub, man. I expected nothing less. Nothing less. I already knew. I'm walking out here with a little broken nose, got some blood in my mouth, but yeah, no, it's on to the next. And I ain't gonna be as nice to y'all, the rest of y'all, that I was. So,
already. He said, hey, he pissed off. He pissed off Loma didn't get that decision. He said he out for blood, bro. All right, Truth, we're gonna holler at you, man. Appreciate you, dog. All right, we straight to the next one. BigDose, 817, where y'all at, bro? BigDose, 817, where y'all at? We got Pernell Whitaker, Roberto Duran, and I got some questions for y'all at, man. Where y'all at? 817 is here. BigDose, where you at?
Sweet pea, sweet pea. I just saw BigDose in the chat.
Yeah, he here. He coming up.
Damn, Truth and Dub had a damn good ass debate. Shit. Mm.
Y'all gonna
Good
start
shit, so.
like y'all gonna start respecting the moderator around here. Shit.
They said they ain't got
Man,
time for you, man.
hey, but man, they didn't even let KQ announce it.
817 is
Oh,
here.
you got a
Big
shirt
Dose,
on,
Big
BL.
Dose, you got till 8:37, Big Dose.
Okay, you got that shirt on, Big BL.
Oh yeah. They gave me that, dog.
Oh, okay.
What's the name
Yeah,
gave me that? Dev gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
that's dope.
It gave me a what's the name too? I had all his belts. I was holding all his belts.
Nice, bro. That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, I had all them. Them belts kind of heavy, dog. They I thought they was like a little bit lighter than that.
Now they put the real shit on there.
Yeah, it's
real
real
gold
gold.
and shit like that. Shit,
That real gold, right?
Real gold, real diamonds.
Yeah.
They got real diamonds in the WBA. The WBA Super got real diamonds and gold in it. And the real shit, bro. The heaviest one is the WBC belt. That's the heaviest belt.
It's got the most history. Don't they put they put the most shit on there?
The most gold on that one. Yeah. It's the heaviest belt.
100. All right, we got the debaters up here. We straight to it, man. We straight to it. I told y'all TKO World Series of debates, man. We doing shit ain't nobody else doing. Shout out to the ones that show love and fuck the ones that's hating. Let's go to 817. 817. What type of performance you putting on, bro? What you doing?
Bro, I'm just here to put on for the family. Real talk. I'm rolling up one, chilling. Salute to the family. Salute to the panel and the judges. Shit, I'm just here to do my thing.
Already. Well, A1. A1 who's on with the $5 in the super chat said, BFTB, your buff ass talking about belts heavy?
Nah. I'm just saying like how it was between the weights of it.
Yeah, already. Big Dose, man. What we doing tonight, Big Dose? What type of performance you putting on, man? Welcome to the debate arena, man.
Man, I ain't doing nothing but kicking it and bullshitting with y'all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna bring, a few of the facts to the table. As I see it. You feel me? And hopefully that'll be enough to sway the judges.
Already. All right. So everybody knows. Let me give y'all a preview of the matchup. Big Dose versus 817 boxing. Roberto Duran versus Pernell Whitaker. Lightweight only. These are lightweight based questions. Okay. Big Dose is gonna be rocking out with Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. Roberto 817 is gonna be rocking out with Roberto Duran. Just so everybody know. And we do have the bracket updated for the people that won and stuff. So if y'all want to go check that out, y'all can feel free to check it out as we're going through the night's debates. All right, OG, you can go ahead and flip the coin. We can get straight to it.
All right.
Who gonna call it, y'all?
Who gonna call it?
Big Dose.
All right, Big Dose got his. Let's go.
Okay, it's tails.
817, who you want to go first? $817.
He on mute.
I know. He'll come off in a second.
So I'll go first.
817, you cool with that? You want Big Dose to go first?
It don't matter to me, man. It don't matter to me.
I'm just trying to make sure his mic straight, Big Dose. 817, you there?
All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, who you want to go first? You want the coin toss?
Yeah, I want Big Dose to go first.
All right, bet. All right, here go the question, OG, for the first round for these brothers. Remember, Pernell Whitaker, Roberto Duran, Big Dose got Pernell, 817 got Roberto. Everybody remember that as your judge. All right, here go the first question.
All right, Big Dose. Who had the better reign at lightweight? 5 minutes, Big Dose.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Unquestionably, it had to be Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker was the first undisputed champion at lightweight in 12 years before he did it. And then the way he did it was just extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? He came from the Olympics, won the gold medal, for our country. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he turned pro at the age of 20. Right? He was a beautiful southpaw. He mastered the art of standing right in front of you and making you miss. And not only making you miss, but making you pay at the same time. I still have never seen nothing like Pernell Whitaker to this day. And we talking about his lightweight career. The only thing that people could say that Pernell Whitaker lacked was power. But he used his skills to make up for the lack of power. And then he also still displayed power when he needed to. Because he became undisputed with a knockout, right? Over, I think, Ramirez. And that was like with 10 seconds left in the first round. He displayed power. He displayed grace. He displayed something that we never saw before and haven't seen since. Look at his reign at lightweight. He defended his title several times. He got robbed in a fight and came back and avenged that robbery later on. And he also captured the IBF title or the WBC title when he avenged that fight. And then he went on to become undisputed after that. Roberto Duran, I believe he did become undisputed also. But Roberto Duran, we've seen that style. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? You can point to people today and say, hey, they might fight like Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's style reminds me a lot of Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Okay, but who can you point to Sweet Pea and say that man reminds me of Sweet Pea? I haven't heard nobody say that yet. That right there proves that his lightweight reign was above Roberto Duran's. I mean, people do mention Roberto Duran. You have to respect what he did. 119 bouts. I mean, you know, the man was he was a great fighter. He was a great fighter. You can't take that away from him. But you also can't take away from Sweet Pea the grace that was displayed in the ring, the foot speed, the hand speed at the highest level. You can't take that away from Sweet Pea. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. When you mention his name, what do you think of? I know what I think of. I think of, you know, a boxer that was unmatched.
1 minute.
And in so many areas. And that's my time.
All right. 817, baby. Who had the better reign at lightweight? You got 5 minutes to shoot your shot.
I mean, without question. I mean, is this even this ain't even a real question here. We talking about a man who over a 10-year period, I mean over his over his lightweight period, went 62-1, right? My man started when he was 16 years old at the House of Stone, right? At the House of Stone. How else could you get Hands of Stone if you wasn't born out the House of Stone? All right. He started his lightweight career at 16 years old, bro. He grinded all the way to be the greatest lightweight of all time. All time. He was the first lineal undisputed lightweight champion. Sweet Pea did it after him, right? That's what you failed to mention. Sweet Pea did it after him. when you talk about somebody that somebody want to be like, Mike Tyson looked at this man and said, "This is who I want to be like. This guy made me fight." Let's talk about his lightweight career though. During that span of wins, he beat a few champs. He was coached by a Hall of Fame coach in Marcel. Goddamn, Ray Arcel. Excuse me, I forgot his first name, but Ray Arcel, trained by a Hall of Fame coach in Marcel. And beat a few champs along the way. He beat a former super featherweight champ along the way to being a lightweight champ. He beat a featherweight champ on his way to being a lightweight champ. And in his first title fight in 72, he beat the shit out of Buchanan, in which he was an underdog, way young, way underexperienced. Within the first 15 seconds, he dropped that ass. We talking about 15 rounders. The man stopped him in the 13th. It was a little controversy surrounding it, but it wasn't no doubt that Duran beat that ass. He moved on to continue to whoop ass until 74. And let me tell you about the greatness of him at 35, right? People try to line him up with Canelo or line Canelo's name up with him. It's true blasphemy. Because when he met his match, he met somebody giving some shit, a Puerto Rican, the Jesus. Beat him in the decision. He didn't shy away from the man. He got his run back. He got his get back. And not only did he get his get back, when he got his get back, he got his get back to unify the titles again. In a 15 round. One with an 11th round knockout. Fought the same man back in 78 and beat him again with another TKO on the 12th. Becoming undisputed again. So when we talk about a reign as a lightweight, nobody dominated the lightweight division in the 70s but one man, and that was Roberto motherfucking Duran. I don't think I got to say shit else.
All right. Okay. All right. Now, okay. BigDose. You got 2 minutes, baby. You got 2 minute rebuttal.
All right. Let's talk about Roberto Duran a little bit, man. Yeah, Roberto Duran, he did as a lightweight do some great things. I mean, like I said, I got to take my hat off to that. But when it comes to the way that it was done and the champions that he fought to get to that place, because we got to remember that Pernell Whitaker did defeat Roger Mayweather to go on to challenge for the WBC championship against Ramirez, right? Where he fought Ramirez and he lost by a split decision. But I judged the fight and I had him winning 10 rounds to 2. So it was a complete robbery. So then he comes back and he avenges that loss to Ramirez by beating him decisively after he already captured another title. What can you name who Roberto Duran even fought? I mean, I hear you. I heard what you're saying, but do you really notice, man? We go on with Whitaker's career. Okay. After hold on, I'm looking at my notes. After defeating Ramirez, he like I said, he went on to get to become undisputed. Yeah. What you say, OG?
No. Go ahead. 10 seconds. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, Duran did it first. I mean, you can't take that away from him. That's all I got to say.
All right. Okay. 2 minutes, 817 in rebuttal.
Who did he beat?
Real quick before 817 go. Hey, if y'all want to watch the Lakers game, bro, go watch the Lakers game. We talking boxing over here, bro. Stop talking about the game. I got it recording. I'm going to watch it after I get off here, bro. Stop talking about the game, man.
All right, 817, you ready?
Again, when we talk about who he beat over that time, I told you he beat champions on the way to becoming a champion. And then he was underexperienced as a 23-year-old fighting an older champion in Buchanan and was a 2-1 underdog and went in there and whooped his ass, dropped him in the first 15 seconds. What are we talking about here? Then he turned around and had successful defenses against Robertson, Jimmy Robertson, Hector Thomas, Ishimatsu. In 74, he beat Mambi. What are we talking about here? Over this time, we talking about 12 successful title defenses, 11-1 with 11 knockouts. What the fuck are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? And like I said, in 78, he finished up beating his contemporary, right? Killing the whole who's the best out of us, right? And beat him again and unified the titles and become undisputed. And relinquished his titles a month after I was born in 79. So this man reigned.
1 minute.
The man reigned from the time my daddy ragged ass was in middle school to the time he busted a nut and had me and created me. The hell is we talking about here? And we beat names. Neither one of our old asses was around in the 70s. But I know OG was. I know some of the other old schools was. I know Stormy B-Man old ass was. I know they know. I know they seen him hit Terry with the left hook after he caught the jab all in one motion and smack his motherfucking ass across the ring. It's some OGs in here who can account for who the fuck he fought. But I told you who he fought. You couldn't tell me shit but Roger Mayweather. You know why? Because you don't know shit about boxing. I'm out.
All right. It's time, man. He was telling the truth. All right. Okay, G5 Gay, what you got on that, man? First round.
Man. Oh man. All right. Nice change of pace, man. Good round from you fellas. Big Dose. You kind of killed yourself out the gate when you said he did it first. I was like, But 'cause, we gotta call facts. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I think you were you did a rebuttal, but I got to give this round to 817 because the Rand had rain. He did it first, and he actually gave us details on more opponents who he did fight and broke it down better for me. So I got this round for 817.
All right. Okay, BF, what you think about that round?
I think if this is a roast pig, somebody only ate like around the ankle. There's so much meat left on the bone on this is fucking insane to me, man. Both of my brothers, yes, y'all left so much meat on the bone. But for the work, I'm gonna have to go with 8-1 because I think Big Dose left. You just left way too much out there. There's an area that you can go you just left too much meat on the bone. So I'm gonna go 8-1.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the judges. I just think, 817 just like they both left a lot, but I heard actual numbers from 817. I heard the length of time that somebody reigned and like I just heard more factual data when I was listening to the homie Big Dose. I agree with him about Sweet Pea fighting style and how he 1-on-1 and all that stuff, but that ain't got nothing to do with the lightweight reign. Like, who did you beat, bro? Like, how long were you the undisputed champion? How many times did you defend it? Like, that's what I'm listening for. And A1 just gave me just a little bit more of that. So I'm gonna have to agree with the judges, and I'm gonna have to give him round 1 as well. All right, here go the second question. OG, same thing that we did last round. I want them to pick one of their wins at lightweight. So you can have any win that you want at lightweight, and which one is the best, and they got to tell us why, and they got to rebuttal each one. So that's the question for round 2. I'm going on mute. OG, you got it.
All right. 817. Who had the best win at lightweight? 5 minutes, baby.
I'm gonna argue for my guy. I'm gonna say that Durant had the best win at lightweight. I have a choice? You know what I'm saying? In between the two, I'm arguing for my guy. Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I'm arguing for my guy, then I'm saying the 78 title defense against De Jesus was bigger than anything else. And the reason why I'm gonna say this is because of what was on the line. The fact that you had already lost to the man before. Hey, y'all might hear me break up. If so, let me know, okay? But the fact that he had already lost to the man before and came back and beat him and lost his belts, right? To climb that ladder again after all that he had been through. After all he had been through at lightweight. And we all know Durant liked to party in between fights, blowing up and getting back in shape, blowing up and coming and getting back in shape. And later on in his career, he lost to Wilfredo Benitez, two guys out the same goddamn camp, same Puerto Rican camp. These cats could scrap back in the day.
Okay, you went out. You went out 817.
Stop his time right quick, OG. 817, if you talking, we can't hear you, bro. If you talking 817, we cannot hear you, bro. I hope you can hear us.
Dominated the 70s.
Okay, wait
and he dominated.
817, hold on. 817, hold on, because you went out for a good portion.
Yeah, you went out like all day. All day was your last words, I believe. You got 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear
okay.
you.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. I mean, on your way in, you get your shot and you take hold of the division, right? And you lose to this guy, and then on your way out, you beat him to become undisputed again and unify the titles again. I mean, you leave no doubt there. You leave no doubt with that fight. There may have been some other things on the line, but Sweet Pea didn't have the major fights at lightweight for the titles. He fought a motherfucker from France or some shit. So, bruh, I mean, listen, Roberto shit held weight. He had an entire country behind him, right? And again, like, coming from his beginnings, coming from where the fuck he came from, no Olympic pedigree, no fast tracking. He ain't get fast tracked within 12 fights like Sweet Pea, who had Olympic pedigree and push and American dollars. Nah, he didn't have none of that. He didn't have very good English and all of that shit. He just had scrap. And we seen this man go 62-1 over that span. And like I said, his title fight is 78 to become undisputed again and let everybody know again on the way out. I've been the man at 135 and I'm still the man at 135. It hold more weight than Sweet Pea win to me.
I'm out. All right. Okay. All right, BigDose, you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I mean, I'm sorry. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right. And only Whitaker's 16th professional fight. Whitaker went over to France in an attempt to get the WBC 135-pound title from Mexican Jose Luis Ramirez. Ramirez was a good fighter, but he wasn't a great fighter. He was a good inside brawler, the typical, what they call the Mexican style with the air quotes. But that was tailor-made for Whitaker. His counterpunching, defensive acumen, Whitaker fought a near flawless fight. And he won the fight, like I said, 10 rounds to 2. But they robbed him. And it was one of the worst robberies in history. But he could have gave up then. He could have, took his career in a different path. But nah, that lit a fire up under him. So what'd he do? 11 months later, in February 18th, 1989, Whitaker got the IBF title from Greg Haugen. Greg Haugen was a very game fighter, but Whitaker dominated the fight for 12 rounds. Then after destroying and overmatched Louis Lumeli, Whitaker fought Ramirez again for the second time in August 20, 1989, in Whitaker's backyard in Norfolk. The fight to unify Ramirez's WBC title and Whitaker's IBF titles is what is one of the finest moments in boxing. I got to say it's that second Ramirez fight. Because, I mean, Whitaker was hitting him with combinations. His radar was on. He was making them miss. He was making it look easy in there to where they couldn't rob him the second time. So that's when he got that WBC title from Ramirez. And that's why I think that was the most important fight of his lightweight career, even though he went on to fight for undisputed after that, the WBC championship with Juan Nazario on August 11, 1990. And of course, he won that, and he became undisputed. But the argument, the question was, what was the most important win? So I gotta say it's Ramirez at lightweight. I gotta say it's Ramirez, and I gave y'all the reasons why. He was robbed, and he came back and avenged that robbery in his hometown. Now, how sweet is that, man? That's all I got to say.
All right. Okay. 817, you got 2 minutes, Roberto.
Man, it's like when we look at Jose Luis Ramirez, I mean, god damn, bruh. I mean, he did fight 100 fights. He fought 100 goddamn fights, 100 and some motherfucking fights. But who the fuck did he beat? Any name that meant something, he lost to. Camacho, Rosario, I mean, you name it. Mancini, goddamn me, Arguello. Shit, anytime it was a Mexican of note, he got that ass whooped. He got that ass whooped. When you go down, the Jesus shit, he beat Duran and he lost to Duran. Ain't no whole bunch of anytime I caught a name, I didn't do shit. Nah, bruh. He handled business. So Ramirez, as good as he is, as good as you say the fight was and the name was, it don't hold no weight. Because every time he fought some goddamn body, he got beat. Every time he fought a name or note, he got beat. You can't say that about De Jesus, because if you only find 1 or 2 names a note on that motherfucker, guess what? He got a dub on it. My signal bad. Go ahead.
Okay, that's it. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. BigDose, 2 minutes rebuttal.
All right, he want to talk about who my opponent lost to, but and he talking about in different weight classes other than lightweight that they lost to different people. I could say that about his champion. Every important fight except for the first Leonard fight that he fought, he lost. So what are you talking about? we can go down the line real quick if you want. You feel me? I mean, just give me 1 second, real quick. I want to type something in real quick. Roberto Duran. Okay, he lost to. Hold up, 1 second, y'all. Sorry, bear with me for 1 second. I want to get this right. Feel me? Okay. Anyway, hold up. There it is.
1 minute.
All right. Okay, he lost. Okay, here we go. My time. My fault. My time, man. I'm.
All right. All right. Okay, that's it. All right. Now, all right. What? How you see it, BF?
817.
All right. 817. All right. G15. How you see it, baby?
I'm gonna say this. Big Dose. Never tell us to hold on and research something. Just do it on your own and don't say nothing.
I know, bro.
Never do that.
Hey,
817 this round, man. Don't
hey,
never do that.
Yeah, I gotta go to 817 too. For everybody in the future, man, don't if you're looking up stuff during your round, you probably ain't winning that round, bro. Like we gotta
yeah,
come prepared.
817.
We gotta come.
Hey,
We gotta come with it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get that one to 817 as well, and we can get to the third round. Go, what was you about to say, Big Dose? I didn't mean to cut you off on me, bro.
I was gonna say, man, as a man, I got to concede the 817, man. I wasn't prepared fully tonight, and I apologize. And the next time I'll come back better, man.
Already. We still got one
You feel me?
round left, though. You still got one
Yeah.
round left, though. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know now. And guess what, Big Dose? Before we go to KQ and go to the third round, you a man number one, because you always 100 and you always keep it real. But number two, this was you know had to pay no entry fee. So anybody try to act like anything like that, you came up here and you stood on your square and you was willing to compete. A lot of people can't say that. So ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. We're gonna move on to the third one, and this
All
is the
right.
third question, OG, for the round 3. You go ahead and read it, and we'll get straight to it.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Who would win if they would have fought? All right. Big Dose, you got 5 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna say I think this is an easy question, man, because, in my opinion, the sweet science is always going to defeat pure power, and it was proven over and over in Roberto Duran's career. I mean, every time he stepped up to a boxer, he lost. So that's to me that's an easy question. Uh, if you just gonna rely on power and your chin and how much punishment you can take, and I'm gonna give you one to get one, when you come up against a boxer like Sweet Pea, that's not gonna work. That man is gonna dip, he's gonna dodge, he's gonna float, man, like you never seen before. I mean, we all know he had the foot speed to match Roberto Duran, if not way better. The best, probably the best I've ever seen. His defensive acumen, even though he didn't really have the devastating power, he had everything else. And that do remind me of somebody. That remind me of Devin Haney. Man. Uh, I don't mean to bring him up in this conversation because it's not about him, but that's who he remind me of a little bit. Devin Haney don't have his defensive, like, he don't move like him defensively, but he's a pure boxer though. And I guess that's why I'm a big fan of his. You know what I'm saying? And he grabbed his nuts and let him hang. I guess that's why I'm a big fan of his, man. And I'm gonna always be a big fan of Sweet Pea. That's all I got to say.
All right. 817, 5 minutes to shoot your shot.
We all big fans of Sweet Pea. We all big fans of Sweet Pea, right? But that ain't the motherfucking question. It ain't about who a fan of who, and that's what be fucking up when we be watching these fights. That's why we can't get the best fighting the best, right? But let's talk about it. If we saw Sweet Pea fight that Roberto Duran that reigned in the 70s, right? So best on best, Duran gonna get in his motherfucking ass. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because, as much as everybody want to talk about power, Duran had sneaky good defense, and he was very smart with applying his pressure. And he fought in 15 rounders. 15 rounders. So when we talk about stamina, being patient, applying pressure, cutting off the ring, and then being able to batter and beat your opponent. I mean, we talking about hands of stone, bro. This the only man that later on in his career was able to go 15 rounds with a marvelous Marvin Hagler. So at some point, Sweet Pea gonna catch them hands, bro. You know, in 36 minutes, at some point, he gonna catch them goddamn hands. And Sweet Pea had great offense, but he ain't had them rocks to sit motherfucking me hands of stone down. I mean, we seen what the fuck he did with Sugar Ray, right? And Sugar Ray was just as elusive, just as fast. He may not have been as technically sound as Sweet Pea was defensively, but he wasn't too far off. So you can't tell me nowhere in that fight, especially if we doing 15 rounds, that he don't put hands on his motherfucking ass. And we seen what he do at 135. He knocking something out. He knocking a motherfucker out. 11 out of 12 times, he knocking a motherfucker out. Now, you can say it might just be that one time, but goddamn, if I'm looking at percentages, I'm going to take a motherfucker who win 11 out of 12 times by knockout every time to knock a motherfucker out. And I think he'd have caught Sweet Pea sleeping, resting, on them ropes or something, and hit him with some shit. We seen it too many times. Overhand rights, sneaky left hooks, kidney punches. Roberto had it all. And I'm going to tell you something else Roberto didn't like. Roberto didn't like to be doubted. He didn't like to be shitted on. They shitted on him when it came to him fighting Sugar Ray. You feel me? They shitted on him. They picked the venue and they shitted on him. They did all that, bruh. And it would have been the same for Sweet Pea at 135 because he had the Olympic pedigree. You dig? He had the backing. Back then, gold medals meant something. So I'm telling you, he done went in there on the same type of shit. He trained like an animal at 135. And it wouldn't have been no way you'd have put somebody like Sweet Pea in front of him with everything on the line and the money that would have been on the line. Because let's remember, my man came from humble beginnings and he ain't really make shit until the second fight with Sugar Ray. And that's why he fucking took it. So at 135, if you'd have fed him something like that and put some money in front of him, oh man, say, bruh, we may not be talking about Sweet Pea in the way that we talking about it. So give me Duran at 135 to fuck something up. That's my time.
All right. Okay. All right, BigDose, you last 2 minutes.
He talked about Sugar Ray and Duran. Okay, that first fight with Duran, Sugar Ray did not fight his fight. He was trying to brawl with Duran, and he couldn't get away from Duran, his legs and stuff, you know. But the second fight, what happened though, when the pure boxer came to Duran, no mas, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, every time he fight the boxer, he lose. And he talking about what Duran would have did to Sweet Pea at 135, but ain't nobody else do it to him. So would make Duran more just like much more special than him or something? I mean, I didn't see nobody doing that. Ain't nobody else was putting him to sleep and stuff. But Duran, I'm supposed to believe that Duran could have did it? Nah, I don't believe that, bro. Duran showed me his Achilles heel was a boxer. And if that ain't what Sweet Pea is, I don't know what he is then. That's my time.
Don't even cut in. I know it's my time. Sugar Ray was the same goddamn boxer when he got them hands put on his motherfucking ass the first time. And it would have been the same for it would have been the same for Sweet Pea. The only problem was when Sugar Ray got that ass whooped, he knew Duran wasn't gonna stay in shape for the second one. And he enacted the rematch clause or whatever and had the boy fight again in 6 months. Duran went home and was a national hero. Everybody fed him, fucked him, sucked him, and loved him. He snorted and ate his way up to 200 motherfucking pounds and shrunk down in 3 weeks for the goddamn fight. Sugar Ray knew all this shit. So when he came in, he clowned him. He danced around him, and he frustrated Duran. It wasn't that a boxer was his Achilles heel, because he beat the boxer the first goddamn time. So again, and that was with 12 extra motherfucking pounds from where he dominated at for a solid motherfucking decade. So you mean to tell me you're going to drop that young Sweet Pea in the water, fucking with that man, say, bruh, in a 15 rounder, he gonna put something on his ass. In 12, Sweet Pea in 12, he might be able to swim, but he's still gonna catch something. It's just like Tank. In 36 minutes, your motherfucking ass gonna catch something. That was Roberto Duran, and that's my time.
All right. Okay, that's the end of the last round. All right, we're gonna go to G5 Gabe with this one.
All right, man. Good debate, fellas. Good debate, man. I'm gonna give this one to 817. Simple fact, the rain did rain, and I feel like 817 answered the question a little bit better and broke it down better. And BigDose, you did a good job too, man. You know, don't knock at you, man. Keep on pushing. But I got 817 on this one.
All right. BF, Grey Digger, what you got?
Hey man, I don't do mercy points, bro. I don't do that. But I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. I think BigDose got this one because 8-1 talking about if you would have just said he would have beat Duran, would have beat him, I would have gave you that. I would have gave you that hands down. But you said Duran would have stopped him. Pernell's only been stopped one time in his whole career, and that was like his last fight, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying, and that was not even at 135. Man, his defense was too good to be stopped. If you would have said he would have beat him at 135, I could have rocked with that because the shit you were saying, putting hands on him, they didn't call him hands and stone for no reason. The problem with that is this is Pernell Whitaker we're talking about. Hands and stones are only stones if I'm hitting you. If I ain't hitting you, you just got hands. It don't mean nothing. And Sweet Pea don't get hit like that. So off of that, just the fact that you said he would KO, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have gave it to you. But
my nigga. If it wasn't one motherfucker who was gonna hold me accountable on this motherfucker, it was gonna be you. Good shit.
I don't do mercy rounds, but hey man, it is what it is, dog.
Hey, I agree with everything you said, BF. I just thought 817 argued better though, bro. I just thought that he delivered and argued his points way better. Like, do I think it's far fetched for Duran to stop motherfucking Sweet Pea? Hell yeah, I think it's far fetched, but his argument was just better to me, bro. So I gave it to 817 as well. Shout out to my homie BigDose. BigDose, man, you want to go ahead and get your last words, man? Appreciate you pulling up and trying to get at this money, man. We hope we'll have you back for the next tournament. But anything
I'll be back. Hey, next time I come back, I'll be better, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And every experience you're supposed to get better, man. You know, yes, salute to you, bro. And this was a great debate, man, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, man. And also UKO and Miss Knockout and all the
you know you're the homie, man. You know you're the homie, bro. I appreciate you, man. We'll see you next time, bro.
Man. Much love to everybody, bro.
All right, peace out, man. I 817, like I've been telling everybody, bro. I know you've been listening, but again, your topic, you will be going against Truth Speaks in the next round. Your debate is on the bracket. It's May 29th at 7:45 p.m. Your topic is Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya. I will be doing a coin flip. I'm going live on my normal days for these debates, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but I will be doing a coin flip on Friday night. It's only going to take me about, 15, 20 minutes. I'm going live at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Y'all meet me here, do your coin flip, and you get to decide, whoever win the coin flip, you decide what side of the argument that you want to argue. If you don't show up and your competitor does show up, then they'll get to decide, and you'll just have to argue the other side. So if you got some time, make sure you make some time for Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna go real quick. We'll do the coin flip, and y'all can decide which side of the argument y'all are gonna be on, bro. But congratulations, moving to the next round, and we'll see you later, bro.
Bruh, I got to win that motherfucking coin flip. I got to win that coin flip, man. Hey, look, salute to the guys. Look. I'm not no motherfucking debater, y'all. Y'all know this, right? I'm up here fucking with the family, right? But I'm gonna do my thing too. But I ain't no motherfucking debater. You know, you did. Salute to everybody. BF, I appreciate the insight this week. with the King. You dig what I'm saying? 7-5. All the rest of that shit is jive. You dig? I told you motherfuckers when the fight was made. Loma
Man, I gotta get
danced
to the
out
next
in the
debate,
12.
man.
Hold on, man.
Get off
Man,
my
let me get it out.
phone,
Man, you know you got to
Goddamn.
let me. Loma laid it down in the 12 like you did against T.O. Eat that shit. And man.
All right, bro. Peace out, man. All right, I got Jay Chesnut backstage. Somebody better find Durk Banks. It's 9:17. You got till 9:22, brother. You got till 9:22. Jay Chesnut is here. I can confirm that he is ready to debate Durk Banks. You got till 9:22 to hop on up here, bro. We keeping this shit moving. Listen. Ain't nobody time more important than the next person time. BF busy, KQ busy, G5 busy. Shit, I'm busy. Jay Chesnut busy. Every debater that showed up today busy. Nick J is here. Who got something to do, man? I'm gonna have Nick J come up and judge. One of y'all can fall back if y'all want to, and that's anybody. Because I can moderate and she can judge, but she gonna come up here and she about to judge these next two debates. So anybody want to hop off?
Shit. When time next debate start?
It's supposed to start right now, 9:15. But
Shit, we already here. Might as well run on through it.
So I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna let her judge, and then I'll moderate with KQ. And if I need to chime in and overrule something, I'll overrule something. But I trust y'all all to do a great job. That's if Jay Chesnut show up. I mean, that's if Durk Banks show up. We might just be talking boxing until 10 o'clock to the next debate.
What's going on, Nick J?
I already talked to Coach.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
What's going down? All good. Y'all pray for me. It was my first day back in the office.
Nah, I told you you been working remote.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I don't go to the office no more. They gonna have to make me go back. I ain't going back.
That's the only way I went back. It was mandated.
Yeah. I feel that. But yeah, that commute after a couple of years ain't nothing to play with. You got used to.
Listen, I moved and everything, so it's all different.
Already.
The beauty of being the boss, bro.
Man,
I don't got this shit.
I ain't here to brag, but I work from home. Hey, I work from home. Like, look, if it's a meeting or something, y'all need me at, all right. But other than that,
shit, not even that. Better click on hit me on Teams. Hit me on Teams or Zoom.
Oh yeah, we use that shit too. Microsoft Teams. We use that shit too.
I'm sorry, but I don't have to punch nobody clock.
Yeah, you're retired. You retired, man. Don't give me your age, man. You're retired, man.
I punch my own clock and I punch a clock, so I take this shit.
You might end up winning by default, man.
When I grow
you might end up winning by forfeit. We got 2 more minutes for Durk Banks. And then we're gonna move on to the next debate. I'm finna hit. Because I know Coach Chris is going to be ready already. Let me make sure, I got his number. Make sure he ready at 10 o'clock, man. We can keep this shit going. While we waiting, because Jay, I'm going to have Jay come up here. Let me just speak to Jay. I don't want to have him in the background. I want to prove to everybody to hear. Jay, what up?
What up, bro? How you feeling, dog?
I don't know, bro. I'm doing all right. You got people ducking you and shit?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You stay out the rain for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? People know what it is, bro.
Hey, you like Ray Leonard coming back to this motherfucker, man?
Yeah, man. Like Floyd against Marquez, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it be, you know what I'm saying? We're coming back strong, bro.
Hey, who is JJ, bro? Hold on, let me see something, y'all. Hold on.
Yo,
JJ,
let me run it with BFTV real quick.
Oh, boy, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, who do you have coming by my channel, man? God damn, bro.
Dog, BF, they love you, dog. Hey.
Oh, I'm pissed off.
Boy.
Hey, hold on. Somebody asked me this question. I'm pissed off. I might move this to another topic.
Bruh.
Show up, bro. Man, they got George Foreman and Evander Holyfield, bro. Come on.
And you don't show up?
Gotta come on, bro. Go ahead. God damn.
BF, this shit been going on for years, man. These dudes do not stop. He talked to him bad. They just glutton for punishment. They just keep coming back. They sit backstage for 2 hours. I'm like, bruh.
My thing is, you see, he up here judging. He clearly ain't debating. He was just
Hey,
like he's so willing to have smoke. I had to call his ass because he was debating somebody at like 17. I'm like, where you at, nigga? You supposed to be here. You know I'm punctual as fuck and I'm organized. You know I'm getting nervous. Where the fuck are you, bro? He like, oh my bad, I gotta cut this shit short. He over here cooking somebody so bad he forgot where he was supposed to be at, bro. So if you want it, go over there, bro. God damn, just go holler at him, man.
Crazy.
Yo, dog, what up? Let me stop it because he ain't asked me to do this shit, but I'm gonna do it because he real and the shit good. Y'all stop wasting your time at fucking Boxing News 24, Boxing Scene, World Boxing News. L Dub has a website now. It's a news website just like them, and it's more accurate than them. Okay, so go to ldubboxing.com and check his shit out, man. That's like, for instance, I don't know if y'all know this, but I found this out over on ldubboxing.com. Alicia Baumgartner is about to try to avenge her loss against Leonardo. Richardson Hitchens and Montana Love is finalized. They on that undercard. So I suggest everybody go holler at them because you get a lot of great information. Richardson Hitchens about to put hands on Montana Love.
I can vouch for L Dub. I'm telling you right now, bro. If you're talking about an insider, it is L Dub. Because I was at the what's his name talking to Lou DiBella, and Lou DiBella's like, yo, tell L Dub I said what's up. That's Lou DiBella telling me to tell L Dub he said what's up.
Okay, so Phantom is here, and he say Durk not coming. So Jay, you move on to the next round, brother. By forfeit, we're gonna give you a 3-0.
Wow,
bro, that's unfortunate, bro. Come on, man.
Wow,
done, DeMarco.
Hey man, hey, you can stick around because the two people that's debating next, they got to go against you. But look, so like I'm telling everybody, bro, you can stick up here and talk boxing for a minute. We got like 35 minutes before the next debate. Phantom is already in the building. He ready for 10, and Coach Christian already hit me up. So the debate definitely going down at 10. But just so you know, okay, you got Keyshawn Davis versus Frank Martin.
Ooh.
The next debate.
Ooh.
Okay?
Lord,
I'm doing the coin flip. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. If you are here, we'll flip the coin, and your opponent is here, we'll flip the coin. If one of you don't show up, the other one gets to pick who they want to argue for.
I'm not gonna show up. I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't gonna show up. I'm good with either side. I ain't showing up.
Nah, bro, you better show up.
I'm gonna let my opponent pick it, bro.
Oh, so you like that, right? All right, $850. You just gonna you boss it, all
all
right?
right.
Like that. All right, bro.
Man, you was taking everything you can get. I ain't giving nigga shit.
What, bro?
You gonna have to earn every inch with 5, nigga. What time, nigga? I'll be behind backstage
right
early.
here. Hey, I'll be right here.
Say.
Hey, I got it, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Somebody topic probably gonna change, bro. Somebody, cause I need to hear Holyfield and Foreman debate, bro. Y'all, like I'm salty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, do I get to run? Why I can't run this one back next week? Hell.
Nah, bro, I ain't got it. I gotta get through this shit, bro. I'm getting through all this shit in an ample amount of time. I'm respecting everybody's time, and bro, I released this damn bracket like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of upset, bro. I put some time into getting ready for this one, man. I was looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this shit was gonna be fire, bro. It's all good. He had something come up. Coach Chris is here. Hey, Phantom, if you ready right now, let's go ahead and get this shit cracking, Phantom. Let's go ahead and get this shit cracking. We got Coach Chris. Hey, Jay Chesnut, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Right,
sorry,
thank you, bro.
Hey, you one step closer to the bread. So,
I know, bro.
It is what it is. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right, big dog.
All right, peace. I got Coach Chris in the building already. Phantom, what up? Let's go ahead and get this shit cracking, Phantom. Phantom in here too. Hell yeah, let's go. So I am going to, again, so everybody know, I'm not judging this debate. The judges for this debate are going to be BFTB, Nick J, and G5. If I feel the need to step in, I still have veto power. I think these are some of the best judges. I think they're going to do a great job, but in case I disagree with them and I think that they dead ass wrong, I can veto the shit and say, no, this person won. Let's move on to the next round. But as y'all can see by the debates that we've had so far, Everybody been A1. Everybody been on top of their game. And Nick J got some of the best judging experience on the damn debate series. She done judged plenty of debates. She gonna do a good job. G5 and judge plenty. BF and judge plenty. They gonna do a good job. So y'all don't worry about it. Me and KQ, we gonna just sit here and listen and moderate and enjoy the goddamn show. So let me go to go ahead.
Wait, just one kind of big minute. I had to show my face. What is you giggling about, KQ?
I thought the best with you.
I had to show my face. What are you giggling about?
I said, huh?
Man, KQ, this Mr. All right, let me go to Coach Chris. Coach Chris, what kind of performance are we getting from you tonight, man?
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro. Let the people know what to expect from you, man.
All right, first and foremost, I'm Michigan made. I'm a Nashville native, and win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna keep it tall. Let's rock.
Already, Phantom, man, what we doing tonight, Phantom? Ain't no, hey, you say you be getting cut off. Ain't no cutting you off tonight. It's all you tonight, baby. What you gonna do, man?
Yeah, for sure. Clear and concise, representing that West Coast, coming in on the Pacific time. Let's get it.
All right. So, hey, y'all, this is a Xander Zayas Jesus Ramos debate. Okay, we got my brother Coach Chris rocking out with Xander, and we got Phantom rocking out with Jesus. Now, the first question, I'm gonna let KQ read it, and I'm about to come up with it. Oh, real quick, Coach Chris, can you go ahead and confirm for the people so they know it's no funny business? Did I give you any questions ahead of time, Coach Chris?
No, sir.
All right, Phantom, did I give you any questions ahead of time?
Not at all.
All right, first question. I think I got one. All right, there we go. All right, OG, if you want to go ahead and read that first question right now.
Well, let me.
I gotta do the coin flip. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Who want to call in the air?
I'll call it. No.
Who gonna call it?
Coach Chris he called it.
Okay. Tails.
Coach Chris, who going first?
Him.
All right, Phantom. So Jesus Ramos and Xander Zayas are two of the best prospects that we have at the 154-pound division. They fight in different ways, though. So I want to know who has the better style for longevity in their career. Phantom, you need to tell us why Jesus Ramos has the better style for longevity. OG got the timer. Your 5 minutes will start as soon as you start talking. Go ahead, bro.
Well, Jesus Ramos has the better style for longevity because since a youngin, he's been trained and groomed to have a professional style. His father emphasized that in his training early on in his career to get work in sparring, and he sparred some of the top creme de la creme of certain divisions, Kenneth Sims Jr., Troy Isley, others I won't name till later if I have to pull them out. But his style as a southpaw, where he's constantly cutting off the ring, dipping at the waist, coming in at angles. It's a style that's suited to compete at the higher levels of any division he'll be in. And it's a difficult style to deal with him being a southpaw. And it's constant pressure. He doesn't really get tired. And he throws clean and effective hard shots. He's not afraid to let that left hand go as a southpaw. He targets the body. He targets the head. He switches head slots. He gets his head off the line. He's defensive minded. And he doesn't like the clinch. I see some of his opponents trying to clinch him, and Jesus Ramos is trying to always work and get a hand free, always trying to break the clinch to, continue working. And that speaks to his gas tank as well, because if you have a fighter who's constantly putting pressure on you and you have to tie them up while simultaneously they're expending energy to make sure you can't, man, that's longevity right there. And that's the type of style that's going to get you to the top of the division and, get a belt on your waist. And I see Jesus Ramos doing that within his next 2 to 3 fights, honestly. And I can't say the same for Xander Zayas. I'll end it there.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, now you got 5 minutes. Coach, Coach, Coach Chris. We got 5 minutes, my man.
Mic check. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. First and foremost, Xander Zayas has the better style for longevity. You're talking about somebody being groomed for it. He started fighting at 5 years old. He has a very extensive and decorated amateur pedigree. He's used to fighting people at the elite level, no matter where he's at, different countries. So he's used to fighting elite competition and stepping up to the plate when the pressure's on. Also, he has a better fundamental style. He has the sharp jab. He's fundamentally sound. His feet is just as fast as his hands, not to mention his tutelage. His trainer, Javier Centino, his mentor is Angelo Dundee. Now, I don't know I know my boxing heads know who Angelo Dundee is. That's his mentor. That's the one who actually got him into training because he was actually a pro boxer himself at first. And for those that don't know about Angelo Dundee and know about his tutelage, he's been in the game and training champions since the 1950s. Some of those champions include Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, George Foreman. He done trained 10 plus champs. He's a Hall of Fame trainer, etc., etc. So that's the school of boxing knowledge that he comes from. So he knows how to adjust. He has longevity as far as his tutelage is concerned. He has the sharper defense. He has the better feet. He's slick. He's crafty. Also, he knows how to control the range. He ain't even lost a round yet in his pro career. Like this really like, I'm finna go ahead and go into my rebuttals. Because I'm gonna need more than 2 minutes for that because you done came up here and started lying. Talking about he was trained and groomed by his father. Even though he was a pro boxer, do you know what his father's resume was? Do anybody know what his father's resume was? He was 1-1-1. Also, his other trainer, his uncle, Efrain Ramos. Do anybody know what his pro record was? 1-2. So you getting trained by who? And that ain't longevity. They both only had 3 fights total. So that's bullshit right there. Talking about constant pressure. Bruh, he ain't got no head movement. He don't cut off the ring. He fight flat-footed most of the time. He ain't got no angles. Clean, effective shots. He only throw the 1-2 from the outside range. He's mainly effective in mid-range. And on the inside, you got to be a stationary target. And he weak as hell in the clinch. I don't know if you actually watch his fights, but he weak in the clinch. He too big to be letting people yoke him up in the clinch like that. He don't do nothing to get up out of there. Xander Zayas has the better, cleaner defense. He's more fundamentally sound. He's a better boxer. He has the better tutelage, the better corner. He got the better jab. Jesus Ramos, his style, he's a banger. He don't do nothing but walk you down, wait for you to get up against the ropes, get up against the corner, and start throwing punches. And if you actually put him on the back foot, or you get on the inside and work with him, he don't do nothing but shell up. He ain't nothing but another Jared Hurd. He a Mexican Jared Hurd. He come forward, throw punches and bunches if you stationary or if you on the ropes. So we already know how that story ends. Xander Zayas, he has a higher ceiling. He's more decorated with the amateur pedigree, so he knows how to fight. He can fight with the sweet science. He can bang with you. He can counter. He can fight on the front foot, the back foot. He can circle the ring. The better defense, better offense, better tutelage. Hands down, he has the better style for longevity. Time.
All right, all right. All right, Phantom. You got 2 minute rebuttal, brother.
Now, when we're speaking about longevity, it's interesting. Xander Zayas does have a deep amateur pedigree, and Jesus Ramos doesn't. But between the two, Jesus Ramos is already at the top of the division fighting 10 rounders, and Xander Zayas hasn't even found past the 8th round yet. All his fights, 4 rounders, 6 rounders, 8 rounders. And when you compare him to some of his great countrymen who were the past greats, Wilfred Benitez. You have him being a professional champion at 17 years old, fighting in front of his high school, compatriots. Whereas Xander Zayas, out of his own mouth, has said, I want to take things slow. I want to take things slow. So this deep amateur pedigree that he has not transitioned into the professional ranks yet because this man is still fighting 8 rounders, nowhere near title contention. He's a top ranked project who happens to be a prospect. They're building him to be a ticket seller in New York. That's about it. That's where his career is at right now. Because he damn sure is not trying to get in line for any belts or to become a champion or title eliminators, even anywhere near that. Xander Zayas is the top ranked project to generate revenue and get the Puerto Rican fan base back on Bob Darum's side. That's my rebuttal.
All right, all right. Okay, Coach Chris. All right. Coach Chris, you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right. So obviously, Phantom didn't do his homework. Talking about Xander's not in line to get any belts. He's currently ranked number 7 in the WBO, and Jesus Ramos is ranked number 5. So they can fight right now, like right now. So killed it. As far as he's been ranked by 2 different entities as the top 25 under 25. Back in 2020 by ESPN, he was ranked number 22 ahead of David Morrell. And also in 2022, he was ranked number 12 by the Sporting News top 25 under 25 at number 12 ahead of names like Fundor, Brandon Lee, Keyshawn Davis, David Morrell, and Michelle Rivera. So he ain't just no project. He's showing that he's proven. Bro, please don't break up no resume to me. Because Jesus Ramos' first 10 opponents, ain't none of them have no winning record. And he fought a nigga that was 4-22-1. And he fought a nigga that was 4-60. And for anybody that's curious about the cat that was 4-60, his record present day is 6-73. And this nigga been stopped 53 times. Get him the fuck out of here. So don't bring up no resume to me. So yeah, you don't follow some 10 rounders and stuff like that, but you ain't fighting nobody. Your best opponents is Brian Mendoza and Joey Spencer, who stood right in front of him. So don't bring up resume to me. Don't bring up resume. Your total opponent resume is 188, 134, and 4. That's the people he done fought. Jesus Ramos ain't fought nobody. So if you're going 10 rounds against nobody or people that's standing right in front of you, that don't mean nothing when you step up to the elite competition. Kill it. Time.
All right. That concludes the first round. Okay. Nick J, what you think about that first round?
I'm sorry, I was talking and I was on mute. I didn't get a chance to tell the gentleman what I was going to be looking for, and I hate I didn't do that because I always say I want them to be on topic and to stay on topic, and it kind of felt like they didn't stay on topic for this question. The question was, who has the better style for longevity? And I started hearing stuff about trainers' resumes and all kind of stuff that didn't have nothing to do with the question. So I'm gonna go with it's kind of hard too, because Phantom, you kind of killed, if we were gonna stick to what the question was, you kind of killed your point because you were saying that Xander Zayas is still fighting 8 and 6 rounders and whatnot. But the question is, who has a better style for longevity? And if they slow walking Xander, then he'll probably have more longevity. Either way it goes, this is a toss-up for me, so I'm going to go with Coach Chris.
All right. Okay. BF, what you got there, brother?
So, now correct if I'm wrong, I apologize, but Coach Chris is the one speaking for Xander.
Xander, yeah.
And Phantom is speaking for Ramos.
Yep.
So what I believe, I'm right in line with what Nick J said. I'm right in line. I feel like both of these brothers were off the topic of what the question was, because it was the style for longevity, not resume or nothing else. And I feel like they were both off topic, but the one portion, the one piece that spoke about longevity was how he said he's taking their time with him. And he said out of his mouth, he's taking his time. So I feel like you should have shot yourself with that topic, because if they're taking his time and then Ramos is, he's fighting in 10 rounders right now, but Xander's taking his time and he's a project of Top Rank, then Top Rank moves you slow. They're going to move him very, very slow. They're just going to keep moving him slow. He's going to be in 8 rounders again for the next 5 years or whatever the case may be. So if we're talking about longevity, not who wins or not, stop the resume and stuff like that. If we're talking about longevity, I'm going to say it was Phantom that's on Ramos' side, right? Or is it Coach?
Yeah, Phantom.
I'm gonna go with Coach because Coach said that is saying that it's Ramos that don't have the longevity, right? Because I don't see what they're on here. I just want to make sure we're clear. Because if it was Coach that said Ramos is not it, it's the longevity is going to be with Xander, then that's what I'm rocking with.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Coach Chris has Xander Zayas he's arguing for, and he has Ramos. Right. Okay. All right. What'd you find? Okay.
He had to go, so I'll be judging. I agree with the judges, a lot of what they said. So I'm rocking with Coach Chris on this one too. I got the question for the second round, OG. You can go ahead and read it.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
All righty. Okay. Coach Chris, this is on you. You got Fate of the World. You pick one to fight. Jamil Charlo. Who you picking and why? 5 minutes.
All right, so
you want me to read it over?
I'm rocking with Xander, obviously.
Yeah, he rocking with Xander. He got to pick why Xander would be the one that you would want to fight Jamil Charlo over Jesus Ramos.
Okay.
Well, Xander Zayas has the better chance to beat Jamil Charlo, because of the style and they toolbox. Like I said earlier, Jesus is gonna just walk you forward. He's gonna try to stalk you. He throws punches from the mid range, and he's there to be hit. So that's gonna play right into the hands of Jamil Charlo. So I'm gonna rock with Xander because I think he's the younger, fresher fighter. I think he's the better, more fundamentally sound boxer. He throws cleaner, sharper punches, and he picks his shots. Charlo is a headhunter. He throws everything hard. Sometimes he likes to telegraph his punches. He likes to throw that 1-2, and he steps in with that 1-2. And sometimes he'll get reckless and he'll start hooking and throwing wide shots. It's already been proven that he can be outboxed. Tony Harrison won. John Jackson was clearly beating him until he threw that club punch haymaker. But with Xander Zayas, he has fast hands, fast feet. He can circle the ring. Jamil isn't the best at cutting off the ring. Like, he got some decent feet. He's very athletic and he's quick, but he's not the best at cutting off the ring. He doesn't always move his head off the line. And the way that Xander Zayas throws his punches, how fast they are, how sharp they are, and the toolbox, the arsenal he can throw everything 1 through 6. He got that signature Puerto Rican left hook. He got a sharp jab that he throws up top, throws to the body. He can play the matador to Jamil because, he's going to try to bum rush you. He can play the matador. He can jab. He can pivot. He can just reset him, circle in the ring. His combinations. He got quick combinations. He uses his feet to bounce in and out. He's good at transitioning from offense to defense. He's great at timing and controlling the range. He can see Jamil punches coming from a mile away. Jamil also doesn't always listen to his corner. Sometimes he can go out there and just start fighting. It's no secret how Jamil Charlo's gonna come. Like, it ain't no secret how he gonna fight you. He coming to get you. He gonna try to knock your head off. But if you are able to push him back, he's known to shell up. You know what I'm saying? And he shells up if you can be able to put him on the back foot. That was proved by Harrison in the second fight and Castano in both fights. You can land combinations on Jamil Charlo. For the most part, if you're right in front of him, or if you can't move your head off the line or you're stationary, he gonna tee off on you. But Xander's not gonna be there to get hit. He gonna pick his shots. He gonna go in and out. He gonna circle the ring. He gonna pivot. His back rarely touches the ropes. And also he has the ability to be patient when he fights as well. He can adapt to his opponent very well. If he don't respect your power, he gonna tee off on you. You know, Jermell Charlo got that retarded strength, so he's not just gonna sit there and bang with him. He's smarter than that, which I mentioned his tutelage in the first round. So he has that patience to be able to jab, to be able to move. He can use his feet to get out of range and counter him. He can pick his shots effectively. And if Jermell Charlo was getting tired of chasing him and taking them punches, getting hit with the jab, getting hit with a check left hook, getting turned, and he ain't being able to land no punches because he missing. He done thrown 4 or 5 shots over the course of 5-6 rounds and he ain't landed nothing effective. You know, Jermell, he just gonna start trying shit. He's gonna start throwing them. He just gonna start winging it. He's gonna throw them. He gonna start lunging in. And with Xander, his quickness and his athleticism, you can't lunge in at him. You can't just come straight at him. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. He hasn't been able to fight the top competition in his professional career yet, but he got everything he needs in his toolbox, mentally, physically. And I will put my money on Xander way
1 minute
before I would put my money on Jesus Ramos, because Jesus Ramos, he gonna lunge in. He gonna come forward with the high guard, and that's a recipe for disaster. Jermell, he gonna hit him in the body. He gonna hook him to the body, hit him with the uppercuts. He gonna throw everything. He gonna hit him everywhere but beneath his feet. So, and then Jermell knows how to adapt to the people that's just gonna come straight at him as far as the big fighters. So he's not gonna walk Jermell down. So that's why I put my money on Xander. Time.
All right. Okay, Phantom, you got 5 minutes, baby, to shoot your shot.
Well, we're not talking about putting your money on who you want to put your money on. We're talking about the fate of the world. And I'm not about to put the fate of the goddamn world on a 20-year-old kid fighting 8-round fights. That's fucking crazy. I mean, the combined record of opponents Xander Zayas has knocked out who are undefeated is 2-0. The combined records of the fighters that Jesus Ramos has knocked out who are undefeated is 30-0. You put your faith in a man who's shown he can take a O from a fighter who has some experience, who's been the distance in multiple fights, who they also have knockouts who are undefeated, and he's knocking them out and taking their O's. And not only that, we have Jesus Ramos already beating Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza is number 1 in the WBC. He knocked out Sebastian Fondura to be Charlo's mandatory. So you have in Jesus Ramos a fighter who's already beat someone at the top of the division who's in line for a title shot to actually fight Jermell Charlo. Where Xander Zayas is still fighting 8-round fights against people who you've more than likely never heard of. I don't put my faith of the world in that young man's hands. I'm sorry. And like I said before, compared to his compatriots, Xander Zayas, you have Wilfred Benitez, who was the champion at 17 years old. You also have Miguel Cotto, who was fighting 10 rounders in the first 2 years of his career. Also the WBC BC world champion the first 2 years of his career. And what is Xander Zayas doing? Bullshitting around on Top Rank, while Jesus Ramos is snatching O's from undefeated fighters and who's beating fighters in the top of the division in line for title contentions. It's a no-brainer, bro. I would never put the fate in the war of the world in Xander Zayas' hands in a fight with Jermell Charlo. And with Jesus Ramos being a southpaw who does have constant pressure, like you said, to back Jermell Charlo up, and he turtles up, I would put the fate of the world in Jesus Ramos' hands to be able to do that. Because he's shown In professional fights at the top of the division, he's able to do that to guys who are in line for title shots. He had Brian Mendoza holding on for dear life and defeated him unanimously 8-2. Xander Zayas hasn't fought anybody in the top of the division yet, let alone an undefeated fighter at the top of the division. The only undefeated fighters he has fought are 1-0 and 1-0. He's not doing anything that would lead you to believe you can put the fate of the world in this young man's hands in a fight with Jermell Charlo, because he's only fighting 8-rounders. What does Xander Zayas look like in the 9th round? What does he look like in the 10th round? I can tell you what Jesus Ramos looks like in the 10th round at least, because he's went that far. He is not gassed. The pressure's still coming, and he's staying in your face and cutting off the ring. Something Jermell Charlo, who you said yourself is going to struggle with. So I don't know how you would put the fate of the motherfucking world in Xander Zayas' 8-round fighting ass hands. That's my time.
All right. Okay, you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Coach Chris. And the rebuttal.
I don't know why you keep mentioning him fighting 8-round fights and his age and his resume. That don't answer the question at all. And you keep talking about Ramos has experience against who? Who? Brian Mendoza? That's it, because that's the only person you mentioned was Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza at the top of the division because he beat Fondora. I mean, that'll put him in a better position, but Brian Mendoza fights nothing like Charlo. That doesn't prepare him for Charlo, and that doesn't prove he will beat Charlo. Also, you're talking about like he going, you know what he looks like in the 9th round, 10th round. Against who? Against who? You didn't even mention how Ramos can beat Charlo. The only thing you mentioned was about him cutting off the ring. That's not how he gonna beat him, by just cutting off the ring. Xander Zayas, which I broke down in my round, I explained how he would beat Charlo. Age ain't got nothing to do with it. The amount of rounds he had ain't got nothing to do with it. Putting the fate of the world on the line. If I had to choose between Xander and Ramos, I'm choosing Xander. He has a better chance. He has a better arsenal to beat Charlo. Ramos is Michael Myers. He just gonna walk, he gonna walk you down, and once he catch up with you, that's when he gonna do his damage. But you can get away from him, and you can punish him if you quick enough. Ramos ain't got a chance, bro. I'm rocking with Xander. Time.
All right. Okay. All right. Phantom, you got 2 minutes rebuttal, brother. 2 minutes.
So I guess that's what we're doing nowadays. We're projecting 8-rounding fighting prospects to beat undisputed champions. It's just ridiculous. I mean, his step-up fight is Alexis Salazar Flores. Who the fuck is that? And we have Jesus Ramos, like I said, defeated somebody who's number 1 to fight Jermell Charlo in the division. He's already proved I can compete with the upper echelon of this division, and I can defeat them. I'd rather rest the fate of the world on a man who's already proven himself in the ring with the top tier opponent, because Brian Mendoza beating him is a better win than everybody on Xander Zayas' resume. And like I said already, being a southpaw, constant pressure, he's going to be in Jermell Charlo's face. He's big, he's strong, he's not going to fade. He has good conditioning. He sparred with the likes of Terrence Crawford. He's gotten rounds in with him, arguably the best fighter in the world. And what the fuck is Xander Zayas doing? Sitting on Bob Arum's lap. And that's who you want to put the fate of the world in, bro. A slow move prospect who they're taking their time with. You'd stick him in a 12-rounder with the undisputed champion who went through the gauntlet at 154? Are you fucking crazy? That just sounds asinine and just out of this world, bro. If the fate of the world is in your hands, Russia's nuking us and we're all fucked. Time.
All right. That concludes the second round. All right, BF, what you got, brother?
This one, I think, man, the question was a perfect question for this, and it was like almost exactly to the question of the first round. So whereas where I gave it to Coach, I definitely gave this one to Phantom, because it's who would you pick, right? Who would you pick if the fate of the world was in hand? And you know, Coach put up a valiant effort, but I gave this one to Phantom because if you gotta pick, you gotta go with somebody who is at least doing 10 rounders, bro. Is at least you. So that point that Phantom made was that was a very valuable point for me. You know, if they were doing the same amount of rounds, then we could probably have a conversation. But if he's doing more rounds, he's still and he's fighting. He beat a guy that beat for. Yeah, I'm going with Phantom on this one. It just, to me, that solidified it for me. So it was a valiant effort by Coach on this one, but I got Phantom for this one.
Okay. All right. Okay, Nick J, what you have?
I have to agree with my good brother, BFTV. I gave this one to Phantom as well, but I gave it to him because once he kept driving home the point that we don't know. First of all, he doesn't trust Xander Zayas because we don't know what he's gonna look like after round 8 because we've never seen him past round 8. For me, that did it, because if Jamel is so kind enough to keep him in there past round 8, which I don't believe would happen, he's definitely gonna be looking crazy after that. So when he drove that point home several times, that did it for me.
All right. Okay.
Nothing for me to overturn her. I agree with both of the judges. I thought Phantom argued the points better. In this one, the key point was, again, we seen him late in fights. We know Jamel got a chin. So odds are that fight probably go late. We have no idea what Xander will look like late in fight. So I thought Phantom came up with the better argument. Here's the question for round 3. You got some people who like PBC. You got some people who like Top Rank. Both fighters are being moved very well, in my opinion. So I want to have the debaters tell me and explain to me which one of them has been set up best for success in the future. So between these two fighters, who is set up best to be successful? Is it Xander Zayas by Top Rank, or is it Jesus Ramos over at the PBC? Whose turn is it to go first?
Coach Chris.
Okay, all right, y'all go ahead, OG. Go ahead and
all right,
Coach Chris, you got 5 minutes, man.
It's Phantom turn.
Oh, it's Phantom turn.
It's on Phantom. All right, Phantom.
Okay.
Phantom,
All right,
you got 5
Phantom.
minutes. Tell us why it is Jesus Ramos who's been set up better for success.
Well, it's obvious that he's being set up better for success. I mean, his career is following the trajectory of a good early professional career. They're putting this man in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of eyes. He's fighting in co-mains on pay-per-views. He was on the David Benavidez, Caleb Plant pay-per-view. He was on the Javante Rowley pay-per-view. And, you know, he's on the side of the street where all the motherfucking belts at. What the hell is Top Rank going to do with Xander Zayas over there in no man's land? They have no one in the division for him to fight. They're pulling down guys from 160 to fight him at 154 because they have no inventory at the division. I mean, even if he gets in line for a title shot, he's going to have to cross the street. And who knows if that's going to happen? You know, if he's going to fight those monsters over there at 154 on the PBC. The PBC has 154 on lock. They can make anything happen. We just saw a title eliminator between Brian Mendoza and Sebastian Fundora, somebody who Jesus Ramos already fought and defeated. That could easily be a rematch to be a final title eliminator. Jesus Ramos and Brian Mendoza to fight again for, you know, the number 1 spot of the WBC to challenge Jermell Charlo. So it's pretty clear from my perspective that for future success and what we call success in this sport, making money and winning belts, is Jesus Ramos hands down. He can make the money. He's already on pay-per-views, co-main event, and undercards, while Xander Zayas is fighting 8 rounders over there on Top Rank, bullshitting around, not doing shit. So as far as being serious about the business and about the sport itself, Jesus Ramos is being moved in the right way. He has a good team, and he's sparring some of the best fighters in the world, even on Xander Zaya's side of the street. He can even hit up the Top Rank gym. He's done that several times already. So he's going around the country, getting good work from some of the best fighters, and they want to see him more, especially after that Joey Spencer knockout. Devastating knockout. Himself from the competition and made his stamp that I'm here in this division and I can fight you motherfuckers who are undefeated and knock you out. And not only that, I can defeat someone who's going to probably fight for a title within his next 2 to 3 fights. And that's someone I can fight and take his title shot. So as far as success, generating revenue, him and David Benavidez are from the same, state, being Arizona. He can always bring out the crowd there, fighting alongside David Benavidez, which he just did. That was a good move by PBC, making him the co-main, So that's something we can see as evidence that this guy's been moved correctly to make his pockets bigger and to make him a legitimate contender in the sport in his division. That's my time.
All right, Coach Chris, you got 5 minutes, baby, to shoot your shot in this last round.
All right. I think Xander has been set up better for success. Because Top Rank, they're probably the best promotional company when it comes to when you first get signed on and you first turn professional, how they move you, how they groom you. They matchmakers, your first 10, 15 fights, they're gonna put you in the best position to be successful. Also, I think Xander Zayas is more marketable. He has a better storyline as far as the youngest person to ever get signed with Top Rank, his amateur pedigree, his star power, because he walking out the ring with Mexican superstars, singers, professional baseball players. That's a good way to market him. They putting him on the undercards of Edgar Berlanga, Teofimo Lopez. His next fight against Ronald Cruz is supposed to be on the undercard of the Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor card as well. So they're putting him in position and they're putting him next to people who already got a big spotlight on him. So with that, if he goes in there and he does what he's supposed to do and he steals the show and puts on a great performance, they're going to continue to put him on these big cards that has these big spotlights and put him in front of more eyes. And I think that's a great way of moving them as far as putting them in a position to be successful. And also with marketing, that's how you get more of the casual fans on board as well. Casual fans on board, they'll buy more. They'll buy the pay-per-views for the cards that he's on. They'll sell more tickets at the gate, especially putting them in Madison Square Garden. They're playing to the Puerto Rican crowd. They're gonna show up and they're gonna show out anytime you're a good Puerto Rican. If they put you in Madison Square Garden, the arena's gonna be packed. The energy gonna be there, and that's just gonna spread like wildfire. So his legend and his accolades, his buzz is gonna continue to grow and get bigger and bigger and better. Also, like you said, he's younger, so how they moving him, they're gonna keep putting him in position where he's gonna fight better competition when he gets to these 10 rounders. And he's already ranked in one of the sanctioning bodies, so he's already in position. There's not a lot of people for him to fight in that division at 154, but whoever they find, he gonna get in there. And if you look impressive, it ain't too many people fighting the best competition anyway. But as deep as 154 is, it's gonna be somebody for him to fight. 154 is probably one of the deepest divisions, so it's gonna be somebody for him to fight and put on a good show against. That's my time on that one.
All right. Okay. All right, Phantom. You got 2 minutes rebuttal, brother.
It's just laughable when you're saying he's being put on undercards of Edgar Berlanga and Teofimo Lopez. Well, Teofimo's fighting in the small room in Madison Square Garden in front of a hefty 5,000 person crowd. The small room, right? And meanwhile, you have Jesus Ramos knocking out Joey Spencer in a sold out crowd in Vegas with David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, one of the biggest fights of this year. So is Xander Zaya's next fight going to be another 8-rounder? Is he going to drag another opponent down from 160 like he did with his last one, that being Alexis Salazar Flores, who the fight before Xander Zayas was fighting at 160 pounds? But, they weight drain him for the little top-ranked project because they're playing games with his career. They're trying to sell tickets. He's not being moved for success. Top Rank is trying to move him to generate success for them. While Jesus Ramos, his career is being moved for his success as an individual. And that's how PBC does it. The fighter comes first. With Top Rank comes first. You as the fighter, you fight for us. And hopefully, you are the goods and we can make some money. But PBC has the fighter's best interests at heart because we're seeing it with Jesus Ramos in live time. This is a guy from a small town in Casa Grande, Arizona, came from a big family, but a real small town. And now look at him at the top of the world on the world stage, fighting on pay-per-view undercards. Not no Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez nonsense in the small room in Madison Square Garden at the Hulu Theater on free TV ESPN. That's not going to cut it. You're going to fight another 8-rounder on a Teofimo Lopez undercard? Whoop-de-doo.
Time. Phantoms. All right. Okay. Coach Chris, you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Rebuttal.
All right. Jesus Ramos being on a pay-per-view card, he didn't sell none of them pay-per-views. He didn't sell them tickets for the people to go into the arena and watch him fight. So they're not selling the fight off of his name. He went in there, he did what he was supposed to do. That's what got him in position. They can actually sell Xander Zayas. They're actually using his name to sell. His name is selling tickets. His name is filling up the fans in Madison Square Garden. Also, where are the more eyes? Is it pay-per-view or is it free TV? I'm pretty sure more people can watch you on free TV than they can on pay-per-view. So that right there, you put them in front of more people. You put them in front of the public, which is what I mentioned earlier. You can get more casuals on board. You put them center stage, free TV for the world to see. ESPN, the biggest sports platform in the world. You go in there, show up, show out. You're going to keep getting better looks. The viewership going to go up. Ticket prices going to go up. And then the fanfare is going to go up. So he's better set up for success. Like you said, Top Rank's project. Top Rank is one of the best promotion companies when it comes to moving a prospect before you even get to that contender stage. Some of the highest viewed prospects and some of the most hype around the prospects are all signed to Top Rank right now. So that's definitely putting him in position to be more successful. Jesus Ramos, he didn't make a splash until he beat up Joey Spencer. Brian Mendoza, they got him a little recognition, but the people tuned in for Benavidez and Caleb Plant. They didn't tune in for Jesus Ramos. It was a good look. It was on pay-per-view. I hear you on that. They didn't spend money for him. They spent money for the main event. And also, more people can see you on free TV than pay-per-view.
All right. All right. Let's see. All right. BF, what you got on that round?
This one was a good one. I think this was better than Other ones, this one's when I mean by better, I mean by closer. It was a closer to judge. The other ones were pretty much one-sided for Coach and then one-sided for Phantom. This one right here was a more difficult one to judge. They both made some really good points. But again, I'm not into babying. The question is, who has been set up for the best success? What Phantom said is that all the belts are over here, right? Everything's over here. This man's co-maining, and everything's over here. He's co-maining pay-per-view. Or and all the belts are over there. So if Xander wants to get a belt, he's gonna have to go over there where everything is over there. So clearly Ramos is more set up for success. I like how Coach talked about the nuances in the success that was there for Xander, but I think where Coach messed up for me is when he said accolades. When he said Xander his accolades, because accolades is belts. So he sort of fed to Phantom's point. If he wouldn't have said that, it would have been even more difficult for me to judge this one. But because he said that key term and everything, it was a toss-up until that. When he put that accolades in there, the accolades that Xander's going to get over here with Top Rank, those are belts. And they're all over there with Ramos. So for that reason, and that specific reason, because it was really close, I gave it to Phantom.
All right. Okay. All right, Nick J, how you see it?
Well, this was by far the best round of the debate. And I don't know. For me, I went with Coach Chris on this round pretty much because I love the points that he made concerning the better storyline for Xander, the better marketing in the first round that he spoke about. Now, when Phantom came back in his rebuttal and he said, Ramos was on the undercard of that Benavidez Caleb Plant fight, I was like, whew, that was a nice blow. That was a real nice rebuttal. I was like, ooh, that was a real nice rebuttal. But then I was very impressed with the way Coach Chris came back with his rebuttal. He said, yeah, that was cool, but that was a pay-per-view fight. Xander is been on ESPN and he's been fighting on these cards that are free, and everybody can see these ESPN fights. So when he came back with that, I was like, you know what? Okay, Coach, he was in here windmilling for his life, and for that he gets the round for me.
All right.
Man, y'all gonna put it on me. This is a close ass round, bro. This round was close as hell. To me, I thought it was about even. I love what Phantom said about how the belts are set up for Jesus, but I love the eyes and the marketing and shit that Coach Chris brought up and all that shit. Oh man, goddamn! I'm a edge it. I'm gonna edge this one to Coach Chris as well, man. I think I'm gonna go with Coach Chris in this one simply off the strength of Xander got more people watching him. And the way that they and the one thing he brought up is Top Rank's track record for how they keep their prospects active, and it's the best, one of the best places for prospects, if not the best promotional company for prospects that we've seen. You know what I mean? So I would have liked to hear people talk about. I think where Phantom could have got me is if he would have brought up the fact that Top Rank, if you lose a fight, they may drop your ass. Just look at Elvis Rodriguez and shit. So I thought it was some shit that could have been brought up to sway me back towards Phantom, but I think overall Coach Chris got me with the free viewership and Top Rank's track record being the strongest points in the round, in my opinion. So there we have it. We got it 2-1 Coach Chris, I believe. So he's moving on to the next round. Before I get ready to give him instructions on the next round, Phantom, you got any last words, bro? Any social media, anything you want to plug, anything like that, man?
Yeah, I got my little channel, trying to build it up. It's an open panel over there. You know how we do a knockout, so like, subscribe, all that good shit.
Yeah, man. Drop your link on your way out of here, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I need a wrench.
Okay, I'll drop a comment, then I'll wrench you up, and then because I got my phone right here, drop a comment, I'll wrench you up, and then you can drop your link in the chat. But I appreciate you, bro. I'll holler at you.
For sure.
All right, peace. All right, Coach Chris. As I've been telling everybody, bro, you won. You're on to the second round. Your topic: you're going against Jay Chesnut in the second round. Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin is y'all's topic. I am going to be doing a coin flip on Friday. So after the first round, everybody that won the first round needs to be here Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It'll just be a quick live stream where I do the coin flip. If you don't show up and your opponent does, then they get to choose who they want to argue for. If you both show up, we'll do the coin flip, and the winner of the coin flip will get to decide which side of the argument that they want to take. But just so you know, your topic is Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin. So kind of be thinking about that as we head into Friday. But congratulations moving on to the next round and getting one step closer to the money. You got anything you want to say before you go?
I already heard my opponent. He said he ain't gonna show up. He said he gonna let me pick the topic. He gonna let me pick which fight I got. So
we'll see. We'll see if he holds true to that. He may change his mind as time goes on. But yeah, just make sure you show up, because if he doesn't show up, then you get to have, you know what I'm saying, you get to pick of the litter, bro. I appreciate you, man. You enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you soon, bro.
I appreciate the judges, man. Shout out to y'all. I'll be back better next week.
All right, man. Peace out. All right, let's go to Nick J. Nick J, give your last words. Let us know when Queen in the Ring turning back on and gonna be in front of our TV and stuff, man.
The Queens will be back this Friday at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys make sure you come on over. We'll have more things to discuss concerning Devin Haney and what he does next. Come on back.
There's only one thing for him to do next, and you know what
I agree. I absolutely agree. But will the paperwork get sent? That's the
question. Has to be sent. That is a fact.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Y'all come on, join us on Friday. Not the KQ. What is all that? What is all of that? Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all next
month. All right, peace. We'll see you later. All right, KQ, go ahead and give your last words, man.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. All right, I'm just clouded, man. Cause I'm like a little baby. When I get sleepy, man, I either fall asleep on your ass or I get silly.
Trying to keep yourself up and shit, just like my kid. Man.
Right, like a kid. But normally it don't work out that way. I usually fall asleep on everybody. But anyway, hey man, I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that came out for this first World Series debate. It was great debate, and get greater later. You're gonna get greater.
Yes, sir. We got through the first 5 of the rounds. We got two more days for round 1, and then we'll be kicking off round 2 in the quarterfinals next week. So appreciate you, man, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, kid.
Yes, shout out to my nephew, BF. Holler at you, brother. All right, have a good one.
All right, man. Peace out. All right, BF, go ahead and get your last words, man.
Yeah, man, it was dope. It was dope, man. It was dope. I wish Dub was still in it, but like I say, that one thing did it for me. I mean, I wish he was still in it though, because I think Dub would do really good against all these guys that are still in it right now. But man, for me, man, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing the exact same live I did today, the exact same, because I got shit I got to finish on it.
Damn, you say part 1 wasn't enough. You got a part 2.
Nah, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because there's too much. People talking about hate this, hate that, hate that. The only person that's getting hated on is Devin. That's the only one. Ain't nobody hating on nobody else. But again, we're gonna get to that. I'll get to that tomorrow. But I appreciate my brother KO, bro. I'm always here for you whenever you need. Just hit me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't need, then it is what it is. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace and blessings.
All right, bro. Peace out, man. Hey, look, everybody, smash the like button on your way out of here. Thank you so much for coming through. And we'll be back Wednesday night, same time, 7 p.m. only because we got to get through these debates, because I'm trying to get this done for y'all as quick as possible. Be sure to smash the like button on the content that we dropped today. Thank you everybody for coming through, all the judges, all the people that's in the debate. Congratulations to KingG, the Boxologist, Truth Speaks, 817, Jay Chesnut, and Coach Chris for moving on to the next round. And shout out to Phantom, BigDose, Rightside, and I would shout out Frank D, but he just ran off. So Frank D, I ain't shouting you out, bro. You just ran. You took your ball and went home. And Durk Banks, man, you ain't show up, so y'all don't get no shout outs. It's all love, but y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. You know what I mean? Great opening day for the tournament, man. Shout out to my wife, Miss KO, in the building. I'm about to come and eat dinner. I am hungry as hell. And shout out to my brother Rightside, ending the night with a super chat. $20, man. He said, great job to all the debaters, all the judges, moderators in the chat. Great job, family. Oh yeah, the stakes are only gonna get higher and higher. So My brother T, Get the Smoke, Nardi, D Free, Sean T, Harrison Brooks, Phillies O, Money Brown TV. Y'all up tomorrow. Good luck to you. See y'all soon. Peace out, man.